Welcome back to the insanity that is Stranded Alien Dawn. We will be trying to beat the impossible mode once more, building out a base in my favorite area, a map with lots of potential, so let's get to it. And the seed is sock. It's an old seed that I've used before, and it's the only way I think we're going to beat it. Now we're going to take the first people they give us. They're giving us Drake, who's an explorer. Basically, we're going to use him a lot for exploration. We got Felix, who has some pretty bad skills, but isn't too bad at biology and manipulation, which means he's a good crafter. Grayson, another great crafter of wood, which isn't too grand, but he has interest in crafting, so he'll be good later. Henry, an excellent fighter with good tolerance to cold and heat. Jack, another good combatant who can improve the combat skills of others. Nova, one of the best combat medics in the game. Raka, he's great at being at construction, so that's honestly really awesome. And William is awesome too. He's a good hunter, and he has durability increase on armor. So let's get to it. All right, so first things first is we have 8 people and we have 0 food. Also, we have no medical supplies, so a ton of things need to happen right now. The rounded cactus is going to be our early game food. So on the sock map, I have a corner that I can build into right here, and the enemies can only really come up from this direction. So you build here, you maze here, you put your farm in the maze. It's beautiful. Now I'm using the updated Project X mod so we can scavenge weapons now. We can't get scrap metal from what I saw. I tried and didn't get much. So we're going to shoot for those things right now. Now this is also important right here because we have bright leaf plant. Well, that's going to be cotton. And we need cotton very badly to start making bandages. So bandages, food, antibiotics. Those are the first things we need to do. We also have some good iron and stone around here. We do need to get some of the stone like right now so we can start building out things. We do need to start observing this bush, and we do need to observe this grass. So I want everyone just kind of running around doing those things. I am going to take every single person right off the bat, and we are going to go and we are going to hunt something and get some food supply. Now we are also playing with a mod that upgrades the enemy's difficulty substantially. There's 6 tiers, so that's gonna get really hard, and this is as hard as you can make the game, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. All right, there we go. Butcher, and yeah, there we go. And butcher. All right, so we're gonna butcher those 2 animals, and we do have a tree over here that we can observe, and we're gonna cut down this tree over here for wood. We just need to start getting everything up. I am gonna move this all the way back here, and we're gonna start having them come and move everything over here. Let's get some outside storage. For farming, we do have chew root, and that will grow. Oh, look at that 80% growth. So we're just going to get a bunch of chew root going, a couple fields of it, and make sure that we have enough food started. For the non-edibles, we do have cure plants, so we'll start on those even though we can make it. It's good to have these going. Get a big old thing of that going. We do have giant's grass for some hay. We're going to probably want a lot of that, so I'll get some of that going. And let's make sure we're observing everything around us. All right, they're doing a good job. We're doing some scavenging. We'll probably get some weapons. We have enough food for not too many meals. So we need to primarily get the rounded cactus. That's basically everything right there. Once the rounded cactus is good, we're in good shape. So I think we should probably take the most intelligent person we have. Could be Grayson. And have him do the observation of these cactus. This cactus here. And the general cacti will be ours. Okay, we're in good shape. It's going to take a bit for them to learn these things, but that's all right. And we're going to move into position. Now, the big kicker in any of this is going to just be food. We need to be really nice. We got the oasis tree discovered. We need to be really careful about attacking animals. So, as I said, there's 6 tiers of animals, and they will upgrade. And there is like a dog with superpowers out here that I'm not gonna lie, killed me on my first trial run. Just killed everybody. So be on the lookout for a freaking dog with the powers of Zeus. All right, nice. So we got some tools from our scavenge there. All right. So what we need to do now is start looking at getting sticks. We already have hay, and getting our first areas up. So we're gonna be living like cavemen for a bit, and that's all right. We're used to it. We'll get it going. But every time we get a new plant, we're gonna ooh, oasis trees. Yeah, so the oasis trees can only grow near certain areas, like over here. We're gonna hold off on planting any of that for now. Second, we're gonna go to Project X, and we're gonna get the relay down, and we're gonna call in. Now we don't have Carl, so we're gonna have to call Carl in so that we can get the proper excavation for building our first house. Primarily, though, as I said, food is my primary, like everything. Food is everything. All right, got the tall cactus. All right. Oh, nice. We did get some first aid kits. That's good. We do have a fermentation barrel. All right, we're in really good shape. So yeah, we'll grow a little bit of the tall cactus just to have it being automated. Grasses and bush. We'll grow a little bit of our own bushes because we are gonna have some pretty serious needs when it comes to firewood and, you know, basic fencing. All right, we're getting some weapons. There we go. We got the barrel cactus. Now this is the most important part because we need food. Now none of these are in season right now, and that's okay. I think there are a couple other things that we can observe to eat. At a minimum, we did get grain grass. We did get barrel cactus. We did get juice leaf, so we could eat the juice leaf. We could also eat the tall cactus. All right, so for the grain, we got a 50% growth here. We're going to want a lot of grain. I'm going to get this out for now. And the cactus, you can see, grows really well back here. So what I actually ended up doing was having a special farm in the back region over here. And we really only want to grow this in an area where we're going to get something out of it. So we'll grow it there too. It's going to grow very fast. Hopefully. That's my hope. Okay. So they got their work cut out for them. So let's start looking around. Nothing is in season right now, which is really bad. Okay. We have some serious problems if we don't get food for these people. All right, we got cloth blossom. We need to get that going immediately. And it's going to take some time for these things to come, so we're not going to have the resources we need to survive quite yet. Okay, I believe we have what we need for our first shelters of stick. So we're going to get these shelters up right over here. And that will get us... Yeah, we're going to need a few of these. We're going to get our sleeping spots up. I'm just going to blanket this whole area. Honestly, a part of me is realizing now that we may need to just call down food instead of a person, instead of the building supplies, because we have no food. 15 medkits, 30 bandages, 30 rations, 30 scraps, 5 CPUs, 1 energy, 500 fuel, 200 wood. We got to do it. We have to do it because it's going to be impossible for me to get food in time, and everybody's just going to start dying. Okay, cool. We got some food here, but we just need that wiggle room, because even with all these things, it's gonna be hard. And in 20 days, we'll call in the stone. There's a lot of stone I can break down myself, so we're just gonna do that. Beautiful. Okay, look at that. We're getting there. We're getting good. Get ourselves up a little stone campfire. We're gonna get ourselves a large table with some chairs, so they have a place to eat. Give them a nice little happiness bonus for that. Very good. Please make the beds. All right, let's get some beds made so people have a place to sleep. All right, the next goal is to get all of this covered. I'm gonna pause the game real quick. So the shelter, we're just gonna build it right over all of these things here. Okay, with a little gap in the middle there. Was not exactly what I was thinking, but all right, whatever. It's just hay. Fine. Pause real quick. This is just what you have to do kind of in the early stages of the game to make it. And, you know, realistically speaking, there's a lot you can do. You're designing for storage. We'll do that, and then we'll do storage shelves over here in the back. But that's kind of cool about when you put these things back to back, so they have plenty of room. So we just need to keep bringing in sticks, bring in the food. Got sticks over here. Oh, nice. We can harvest the cloth blossom now. Colonist has a message for all. Whatever. I don't even know what he said. I don't care. I really don't. All right, let's get a research desk up. Now, it's best to have these things all inside. And, you know, that's cool and all. I don't think we're going to do it that way, but... I mean, we could. We're going to caveman it for a bit. Because, like I said, right now we just need to focus on people, you know, eating. That's kind of my primary focus. So we're going to get all of our benches and everything up in here. So let's get a wooden workbench here. So we got science, we got workbench, and there's a couple of other things that I think we should probably get, like a fermentation barrel. Ooh, 25 wood. That's a good one. Having a barrel now just gives us options. So I'm just going to get one barrel up to see what we can do with it. And we're doing great. We just need a bunch of sticks. Now, sticks actually aren't as prevalent as I thought they would be. Let's cut these up. Nice. Harvesting tools. Okay, let's go through the list and see what we can do for weapons. All right, Nobun, he doesn't have a weapon. Give him one. All right, we're in good shape. Yeah, they're doing great. We got a bunch of fuel, and that's going to help us with balloons. So we should start looking at getting a balloon up as soon as possible. The balloon actually would be pretty huge if we can get some good materials out of it. Yeah, there we go. All we need is some metal alloys and some fabric. All right, research bench is up. So immediately off the bat, we're going to get lightning rods. We're going to get metal refining. Construction basics. Toolsmithing so we can make earplugs. And sleep training isn't a bad one. And pickling. Okay, let's go for it. All right, and let's also make sure that everybody is set to do certain activities. So everybody can plant. I don't have a problem with everybody planting, to be honest. We'll keep the 2 people on harvest. We'll keep the 2 people on construction. Everybody should be set to heal. I'm not going to do priorities right now. Sometimes it has issues. Everything else, in my opinion, is looking mighty fine. So he has 0 crafting. He's interested in crafting, so we're going to let him do that. Okay. I feel confident that we're going to get somewhere now. I believe also our cooking station is up. So let's make sure that we're coming over here, going to quick recipes, and doing, you know, veggie soup until you have 2. And meat soup until you have 2. Now we could do hay sausages, which is it's actually not bad when you look at the vegetable cost. They don't hate it either. So let's try some hay sausages. That's not a bad idea to increase our food supply early game. I should have probably done that back in the day. So we're going to have them make bandages until they have 100. We're going to need quite a bit of bandages. And we can make cloth from hay. There we go. And we're going to do that till we have 300 cloth. Oh my gosh. That's huge. Having that technology is huge for us. So let's go get some slime and start making antibiotics. Let's start observing the iron over here, the iron rock. And let's go around. Let's go collect a bunch of sticks. There's a bunch of cotton over here. Oh, there's some more stuff. Let's harvest all of these. And, you know, we're running low on food already. So we're just going to play it by ear. We can actually eat some of these trees. Not the trees themselves, but the T-balls, I should say. And, yeah, we need to find hay. Okay. And we'll observe that as well. Ooh, nice. Yeah, we can get some of this, get some of the stuff. There's a lot of stuff that we can use. We just have to be really smart. We can make spears, short bows. Okay, so let's make like 4 short bows. Honestly, preferably, I'd like to make not the short bows, these, but the fire longbows. Because the fire longbows are better, but you need oils and fats. Manure will allow us to make poison bows. Paralysis. Okay, yeah, some of the stuff is good. We'll start with short bows for now. They're low materials. All right, numbing cold. That's not good. I mean, I have him sleeping next to a fire. Yeah, it's gonna get cold. It's gonna get hot. It's not gonna be good. All right, let's look at what tools we have. So everyone's got a survival kit at least. 10 emergency rations. So this is actually really good, these survival kits. I didn't realize that they have emergency rations in them. So yeah, Grayson should get a harvesting tool. Anybody I see farming, I'm gonna give a harvesting tool to. There we go. Veggie soup. All right. Insufficient storage space. Not all right. We should actually not have insufficient storage space. I think we resolved that. We have 2 days worth of food now. Beautiful. Everybody's getting along. Yeah, I like our little primitive camp, you know. We got a table. We got lightning rods. We're gonna get up a lightning rod in the camp. First thing I want to do and retreat everyone back there. 4,000 grain. Okay. So we just have to kind of let these things grow. Let's make sure we're salvaging, getting as much as possible. Ooh, come over here and butcher this. Sometimes nature provides. All right, we're about to get attacked by a bunch of creepy little things. 22 mantis. Okay, they're small, but that doesn't mean they can't screw us up. We have barely any healing supplies. Yeah, we have barely any. Ugh. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of food around here. I need to be a little bit more on the ball on that. Get that food. Okay. So we're gonna make our stand here. We have no more weapons. Okay. Alright, we got some iron. Got some new crops. Nothing that I want to grow quite yet. Ah, here we go. Here's the slime. It's the branch cactus, not the tall cactus, the branch cactus. My bad. And we're gonna need a lot of that. Let's get the goo going. That's good. We can get some of that goo. We got a ton of it over here. That will give us some antibiotics. Got some more food over here. I think we're gonna make it until our first harvest. Once the first harvest comes in, we're on easy street. Oof. But yeah, fighting off this coming storm, that's gonna be the hard part. We have 38 bandages, a bit of cloth. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can craft this short bow in time. I doubt it. Oh, we do have a ship in orbit. Alright, we can pheromone bomb the area to skip early game attacks. That's interesting. I'm not gonna do that, but that's really interesting. Vetted citizens. Permanently lease a convict. Near sentient droids. Oh wow, this is cool. You can buy. Okay, I like this. We're gonna take Carl. I want Carl in here. Go get Carl. Alright, here they come. I wish we had more medical supplies. I wish we had more guns. We need to start scavenging like crazy. And we need to properly equip our people more so than anything. So it's like all these competing things we have to do. Food. You know, we're getting raided. Everything is hurting. Once we can get the basics, we can survive. Alright, Jack is not gonna have it done in time. Alright, so here they come. They're hungry. They're gonna slip in through the back right here. Jack is not gonna have that done in time. I'm gonna have him go to sleep. And then, yeah, once they get closer, I'll wake everybody up. Alright, there we go. Ores, a bunch of ore stuff. Carl has a gun. Here they come. Okay. So we're gonna meet them in the field of combat. I want Drake in the back. I want Grayson to his side. I want everybody in a line. I want Carl in the back with his gun. I want Willen in the back with his. So we'll keep our combat people out in front and just pray. Now, if I get some lucky shots, then I can kill a few. But this is 22 of them. This isn't good. We're gonna take some licks, okay? We're gonna take a couple licks, but it's gonna be all right. Come on, get out there. I'm gonna send Drake out to the front, and I'll pull him back once they get closer. But I want him to get some good shots off. Here we go, Drake. Kaboom! All right, yeah, Drake is laying down the law. All right, And the arrow guy is doing his job. Oopsie daisy. There we go. Okay, this is not going the way I thought it would. Okay, cool. One down. We were able to kill quite a few of them. Is this good? Whew. Okay, come on, stay strong, team. Oh, wait. Felix, you have a gun? I didn't know that, Felix. What was I thinking? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, great. It says Grayson has a gun, but he just has a really cool sword. All right, well, I'm actually okay with him in front with it. We're doing a good job. Okay, this is great. This is great. So far, no one's been hurt. Oh, you know what? And our food problems are over with this bountiful feast. Okay, we need to have people come in and help out. These guys back here. Grayson's got this awesome weapon. I'm gonna have him come out in front. All right, look at this. Hold the line. Okay. Drake got hurt, but it looks pretty minor. Looks like Carl got hurt too. Let's butcher every single one of these, and I am gonna come over here and manually tell them to butcher. I do not want to waste a single drop. My mantis foods. There we go. Look at all that food. We're gonna eat like kings. This is beautiful. Okay. I was wondering how we were gonna survive, and now I'm a very happy man. Beautiful. We're gonna go get that slime. We're gonna make some antibiotics. No one's gonna die this time. We're all gonna sing Kumbaya together. Let's get a furnace up. All right, we're gonna get 2 furnace up. We're gonna get a dartboard up. I don't know where I want to get the dartboard up. I think I could put it on the side back here. Yeah, behind everything. Put the dartboard up. Give him some leisure. I get a didgeridoo. No, too much iron. All right, did we get a fermentation barrel up? Let's pause the game real quick. So we can make liquid fuel from insect. But we're not going to do that right now because we need the food. The main thing that we want is the balloon. Okay, so this is what we're rushing for. We're rushing for a balloon so we can go off and get scrap. So we can make traps. And the second thing we need to do now is start. Okay, so we have food secured, right? We're good. I think yeah, we have 1,000 food. And as we get attacked, we'll be able to eat anything that attacks us. Let's get to scavenging. What we realistically need right now is just a ton of sticks. We're gonna just take all the sticks in the world, basically. Ooh, we got some mushrooms over here we can eat too. This is beautiful. This is a good setup. So what I'm gonna do is probably fence this and create the first part of the maze. So we have 212 sticks. And we're going to fence it from here. Oof, not where I wanted to do it. Okay, let's see. It works. Okay, we're gonna fence off this whole area. Except for the area that's gonna be the start of the maze. Maybe right here. So that we have this whole back area to build in. A huge city. Do 4. Like so. And we're gonna get traps in here. And that's gonna help us out tremendously. So that's why we need all those sticks. That's why we need this. We need to get scrap metal. We need to get all this stone off the ground. And once they research the ability to build housing, we're gonna start on a stone structure in the back here. Feel like we have sufficient foods, but there's no harm in just mass planting, to be honest. Right, there we go. That should do it for us. More fruit. And we should have enough sticks now. Yeah, this is great. Oh, we definitely need to get rid of this stone. Let's get this stone out of here now so we can get the fencing right. There we go. Yeah, some of these stones are like kind of quasi in the wall. It makes it look weird. I think we're good. Alright, let's see. Why is it saying insufficient storage? Okay, it's the food. Let's see what I can do here. See if I can get some more storage space. There we go. Give us some more room. Nice. We're getting electronics. We are actually getting some scrap. And I don't think we can get to this. They're blocked. Okay. So the fence is good. And it looks like we've created one way in. That's good too. We'll probably have to destroy a few of these things. All cactus field. Move you guys over here. Remove that field. This is the chew root field. And we can move this over here. And I think we're actually going to put some fencing doors in, so we can get places. I don't know why I'm using wood for that. Let's not use wood. Use sticks for now. Okay. Yeah, I think we should move some of the stuff over here. Eventually, I'm going to have to push this out and do a maze. All right, we got a short bow. Henry's really good with the blade. I think I'm going to switch. Yeah, Grayson, I think, is going to switch to nothing. I'm going to give that weapon to Henry. And I'll give Grayson the short bow instead. I don't know where he put that weapon. I think it glitched out. That's great. Okay, well, forget that then. I'll get it later. Ooh, we got some rabbit foot. There we go. Alright. Oh, he can't eat. For some reason, it's not allowing him to see it. It's interesting. That's okay. I'll give it to Jack. Jack's a good fighter. He's got the best armor. He should definitely be up in the front. Alright, we almost got construction basics. It's taken a bit for things to grow, though. That's the problem. I do think chew root is actually probably one of the best things we can grow right now in bulk, because it has a much higher grow chance, or grow rate, I should say. We're more likely to get the food for this. And once we get a good haul in, we can start pulling in more people. There we go. Get those traps up. The traps are like everything. Alright, 46. Antibiotics can be made from cactus slime. It's a little bit of cactus slime, but, you know, 10 antibiotics can go a long way. And cactus slime is really, really easy to get. There's your antibiotics. That's how you stop dying. There we go. Antibiotics. Very good. We just need a little bit more cloth. Hay or any kind of cloth blossom would be very advantageous for us right now. So we're gonna go off and we're gonna look. Look at, okay, here we go. We got some blade grass over here. I'll just cut this up. That'll give us some hay. Got some cloth over here. Very good. We got resources. And we can scavenge this. I think we can scavenge these mushrooms now too once they are yielding. Cool, we got a lot of scavenging that we can do out here. It's good. Ooh, we got more hay. Alright, we need to make sure that we're growing a bunch of this hay, to be honest. Right, yeah, I'm going to put another field of giant's grass over here, I think. Got some grenades. I don't know how I feel about that. Dangerous. Yeah, primarily we need to prepare ourselves. The next attack is going to be rather harsh. It may be an easy one, but if we're not ready for it, it's going to hurt bad. Alright, give Grayson the short bow. And Grayson is now equipped. We need to get everybody with some kind of ranged weapon. Oh nice, Grayson's going to put on them pants. And I think if we go down into this area here, we got more sticks. Oh, here we go. Let's observe the twisted plant. Yeah, so we don't have to... Okay, here they come. We got bugs. We got 63. Holy cow. Oh, God. Okay. Alright, they're all the way down here, and that's good. That means they have to run all the way around to get to us. Sometimes they bug out, no pun intended. Got a severe heat wave, so we also have to contend with that. Got palm bushes. We should definitely try to get the palm bushes at some point. They're a good source of wood. Alright, Carl's getting the balloon up. The balloon's gonna help us. We just need to get scrap. And we need to just... Traps are gonna be like pretty much essential. And I'm gonna reduce this field. I'm gonna reduce this field. We need to start working on the maze. And these things are in the way. And so yeah, we got the new chew root up. This is fine with the cure plants. I'll do another cure plant over here. Okay, I think we're good. I think we got enough farming. I'll clean all the farming up. Right now I'm just trying to get, after the first harvest, I'm going to get rid of everything and put it proper. Right now I'm just trying to, we don't even need this much. We just want to have a bunch. Nice, Drake got some scrap. That's really, really awesome, in fact, because I think that's exactly what we needed to finish off this scraps here. All right, cool. And we got everything under shelter. It's 111 degrees. We gotta be really careful people don't start dying because of the heat. We almost have construction basics, and we're gonna start. The first thing we're gonna do is create proper shelter, probably in the back area here, and start trying to get some. Oof. We're gonna make sure that everyone can get inside a cool area. We need to make sure, because you can see it's 113, 102 at night. So let's watch these guys. Once they get close, we need to retreat everyone back. You can see we're all. You can actually see our base up there. They got to run all the way around. Another cool thing I like about this spot is you just have a little bit more time to prep. Okay. And they get a little confused, as you can see. And sometimes with this spot, so this is a little cheap, they get permanently confused. And they will eventually go away. And to be quite honest, I don't think that we could take this, but that is our food. That is also fuel. So that is a lot of lost resources. I'm okay with it because quite honestly, we were not ready. And then over here, we're gonna smelt ore forever. And we'll eventually start smelting scrap, but not quite yet. So we should start looking at the rocks over here and mining these and getting our iron. Okay, cool, we already can. Oh, nice, we have it all done. All right, let's get the silicone, let's get everything. All right, we're in good shape. Let's speed this up. All right, now preparing for the next attack is gonna be pretty essential after this one. We have ourselves, you know, a little bit of some leeway here. We're about to get up a pretty balloon. Carl gets double stone, ore, and silica from mining activities. So if we get ourselves some ore missions, we definitely want to be sending him. And Drake takes less time to go on expedition, gets double scrap. So yeah, Drake will be our main gent who will be going on these missions. I believe they're still glitched out. Oh, nope, they found their way up. They found their way up and they're coming. So we're not going to get that reprieve after all. Oh boy. Well, at least we got some food. And if I get some more barrels up, which we need to do. So let's do this. Let's plan on living, right? So we want to go to fermentation, liquid. So we're going to turn a lot of bug meat. We have 514 in stock. I guess we're not actually... Wow, we have a lot of fuel. So we're actually pretty good. I'm going to copy one of these gents anyway. And let's get everybody over here to fight. Okay, so we're going to keep our main individuals with the better weapons out in front. Back at melee. Henry, for some reason, couldn't use that. I need to get him a spear. Grayson has a bow. Felix has a gun. Drake has a gun. I'm going to put him over here. Nova is a melee. Melee. Bow. And there we go. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Here they come. They're pouring in. Alright, they're gonna come like one at a time in the initial stage. That's good. We can get a few of these guys out of the picture. Okay, yeah, so we have 4 melee at the gates there. That's good. All of our gents such. Break here. Carl, I'll keep him up top. There we go. Oh, they got confused again. That's interesting. You know what? I really want the meat. That's the thing. So I'm gonna go unconfuse them. I'm gonna go ring that dinner bell because that's a lot of meat. Not only that, it's also experience, combat experience, and we need that. Here we go. Get a few of them. Like shooting fish in a barrel. They're not too tough when you got a sniper rifle and a good marksman. All right, he's got to start running. Here we go. Yeah, at this rate, they're all just gonna bugger off, which is great. Yeah, they're not even attacking. Kind of interesting. That's one advantage to SOC is it really confuses everybody. There's still a way more of them too. Getting hit. I'm gonna undraft everybody. Hopefully they'll come down here and start getting the meat. Send Henry down here. And Nova. and Felix are getting some of that food. Let's make a little bit more of it, right? Fuck. Oh no. Passed out. Alright, Felix has a gun. Oh, they're squishy. They're not very tough. Alright, we're in good shape. We killed enough of them to get some food. Insufficient storage space. Yeah, that's not going away anytime soon. Oof, it's all these little parts. We need a wardrobe. Hold up a second. Get ourselves a wooden wardrobe. The balloon is ready. So we're going to send... realistically, we could send anybody on this one. Let's send Henry. Henry is good for fighting, but we're not fighting right now, so... we're just going to send him on an expedition. Here we go. A little bit of meat. They didn't have too much on them. They did not have too much food on them. And you know what? We don't need it. I'm going to let them just get back to better tasks. We had more fuel than I actually realized, and we're doing pretty decent. The food is decent for now. We have a lot of cactus fruit. Alright. Expedition. What did he find? I'm hoping some ore. Combat level 3, 30% failure. Yeah, I'm going to have him fight. Killed 2 of them. They fled. Alright, so he got some food. Oh, he got some food. Good enough. Alright, we did get housing. So now it's time to start mass mining stone. And there's a lot of it. We'll mine as much of this as possible. Hopefully we can get up the very foundation of the initial colony. And what we can do is actually store a lot of the stone outside. I'm going to get a big old spot, and we're going to make this whole thing just a stone only construction material. Stone, and that's the only thing that will be stored here. And we'll prioritize stone being stored here. And I don't think we get a store here first option, but that's okay. What we'll do is we'll just disable stone from being stored at the other places. And that will give us the same functionality. There we go. Now they'll take all the stone over here. We'll be in good shape. There's a lot of good work being done right now. A lot of stone being broken down. Continue to salvage and try to get items. Get all the stone out here. There's quite a bit, like I said. Alright, so he's back. Let's go on another expedition. This time we are going to send Drake. Oh, that's right. We only got brick flooring, I see. We're almost done with construction basics. Nice. Got some scrap. Got some... no, not scrap, sorry. Got some electronics. Operation complete. Go there immediately. What do we get? Engine. Heck yeah. So CPUs, electronics, for scrap. We're gonna go with scrap. We really need scrap for... we just need traps. A lot of traps. Okay, here they come. The big dudes are coming. 12 of them. And that kind of reminds me, we need to get the straightaway completely done. The straightaway is going to be quite long. And I think we're gonna try the double entry into the straightaway. That way we can double the amount of traps that we have. And yeah, this guy here, he needs to go all the way around, like so. Double gate this area. We'll just do this for now. Hang over here. Boom. There we go. And then we can trap out this whole area. Great. We got 12 of the big boys, and they will actually find their way up. They're very, very close to us. And they will be a good source of food for us. That will be a lot of good food. I think our food troubles are over. And because our food troubles are over, the difficulties are increasing pretty substantially. Every time I bring in a person or I put down a gun, it's going to increase the difficulty. So we're going to hire... I'm kind of wanting a near sentient droid for 0. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have him bring us a droid. Ooh, long-tailed reptile. Go. We're getting some good stuff in here. Tailoring is definitely next on the list, so let's get tailoring. Antibiotics are kind of okay right now. I'm gonna just go for it. Pickling for sure. Flamethrowers and wooden fortifications. Safes are pretty cool. Toolsmithing, so we can give them little earbuds. We already got that one going. Okay, cool. Okay, we need to get everybody earbuds so we can make a barracks. That way they won't get disturbed sleep anymore. We got this up, which means that we can tell them to store here first. Alright, here they come. Not really too concerned about 12 of these guys. I feel like we're going to be able to take it. I will say, though, that I do want to get some more traps out. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We need to get rid of all this right here. Cut these down. They're blocking our shots. They're not blocking us too bad. Guys out in front. Alright, we got some time. They're coming, but we got some time. Get our melees out in front. Our ranged over here. We need to kill them as fast as possible. Let's speed this up. Every trap is one of those things potentially stuck. Prioritize the traps. Okay, here they come. Here come the broods. Oh, they're chunky. Alright, let's send him back. Got a bow. Okay, let's hope. Oh, good. Okay, they're a little squishy. That's good. You can see that we're able to hurt them pretty bad. When they group up, that's where they get their power. Oh, yes, you ugly little buggers. Oh my god, look at that guy. He looks nasty. I love 4K resolution, though, I'll tell you that. The game just looks so much more detailed. It's beautiful. It's running flawlessly on this 5090. Okay. The traps, I think, are going to start working here. Yep, that guy just got stuck on a trap. Perfect. They destroyed a fence. No biggie. Okay, they are getting stuck. This is good. We're going to speed this up just a little bit. Oh, man, and look at this delicious bounty of food. This is gas. This is everything. We're probably going to... If we're going to be pulling in this much, right? We have 500 something odd things. We should have balloons. Not just one or two, but three. 3 balloons. We need to be ballooning all the time to get scrap. And we need to start getting some better weapons. Have them go off into the distance. Okay, and I don't think I did this correctly. Let's go back to the space station. Hire new member. Near sentient droid. I think it's bugged. Okay. So, hire new colony. Cost 0. Random. Ooh. Vetted citizens are now expensive. So yeah, they made it so you can't just spam. They made people worth something. Yeah, so we see we don't have enough money for this. So we need to start even getting people to start crafting. Oh my. Okay. Well, you know, that gives us something to think about. Once we get this tech finally done, which I'm going to have anybody, honestly, run over here and just do it real quick. Get the construction basics going. Also craft 2 crossbows. And I want that prioritized. Screw the short bows. Get some cross. Go there immediately. Palm Grove. Well, that's cool. We got some wooden sticks coming in. We actually need that stuff. And let's take a peek. Do we got any weapons that we can give anybody? We do have an extra laser pistol. Alright, let's give that to Nova. Let's also see, we do have pants. I think that they're all wearing the good pants. We got leather pants. No hats? Okay. There we are. So, we're gonna build this out proper. We want a pretty big area. And this is gonna be the defense area, so I think we're just gonna do a 15 by 15. And that's gonna be rather large. We're going big. We're thinking big. We're gonna build big. And we'll build a giant tower, basically. Into the heavens. Go. Perfect. Alright, and then on the back side, we got the walls up. We're gonna do a giant barracks back here. 4 tiles by 15. That way we can place 2 beds. Actually, hold on. 5 by 15. Yeah, that way we can place 2 beds and have people be able to walk around. Okay. So now, realistically, it's just a matter of getting the resources and building. And we have 2.5 thousand stone that we were able to mine from the area without having to call in anything. So, and there's a lot more to go. Cool. So we should be able to get up our first area. This, we're going to need to get some AC and all types of jazz. We'll destroy all of this and replace it with electricity production, windmills, all that jazz. We'll just keep sending Drake out on these expeditions. There we go, more traps. This is great. We're gonna get the second layer of fencing right here. That's what we're gonna do. I think this is good now. Got the maze set up. Got the maze started. And we have a lot of room. But we're gonna start the mighty wall of lasers here. Let them get to work. They got a lot to do. And I always forget to do this, and we need to make sure we do it. We're going to do stone paving along the whole thing here. Yeah, we definitely need, like, some side door action here, too. I'll have the side door action right there. Alright, the Great Society project begins. We got a lot of people to protect. A lot of people, so... it should work out. We're running low on hay. At 2.1 thousand food, and that's not good. We're stockpiling so much it's going to make subsequent raids harder. The more stuff you have stocked, the higher your points are, and the higher the difficulty, the higher the the higher the multiplier. So like insane is like what, like times 4 or times 5, like this is times 8, so it's like compoundingly more difficult. So we're gonna need a lot of guns. We're gonna need a rocket launcher is what we're really gonna need. A missile launcher. We're gonna need something that can just start blowing things up. I almost actually wonder if I should potentially do another straight. Alright, Balloon Boy is back. Let's send him back out there again. So far we're not getting the materials we need, but that's alright. We're gonna get some really good construction points though, I'll tell you that. We're gonna have some very high construction skills. There we go, look at him go. Going to town. Alright, exploration complete. Go there immediately. Ore deposits! Okay, so we know we want to send Carl there. So we'll send Carl to the ore. Alright, lightning rods. Make sure we got lightning rods all the way around this stuff. Don't want any trouble. We're running low on fabrics, so we're gonna build a bunch of fabric beds in here. We're going to be able to house many, many soldiers. So we do need to work on our economy. Oh, that's perfect. That lined up really well. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of hay. Hay over here. All right, we got ourselves flyers. 27. I feel like we can take them. 27 flyers is not too bad. I think the main kicker is going to be... ugh. These actually might be big ones. Are these the big ones? Ooh... I think they're... oh noes. Yeah, these might be the bigger ones. Can't see how much health they have. They're too far away for us to go start hunting them. They're over the bend, so we'll have to wait for them to come to us. It's gonna be nasty. We definitely need to start working on getting some lasers and some guns up. Pretty much ASAP. I'm hope we need to get into electricity. We need to get a bunch of stuff. Probably need to get another research desk so we can have multiple people doing research. We got the flamer. We're still a little bit of ways off from those basic technologies to allow us to do those things. And because we don't have it on easy mode anymore, because with the new, I can't just mass hire people without having some kind of something to pay them with. So vetted citizens, settler candidates. Yeah, so we can't get near sentient droids, unfortunately. We're getting close on this monstrosity that we have going here. I actually like it. I mean, we got ourselves a nice little, you know, outside area. We can do outside storage there. Dust storms coming in. Okay, that's not good. Okay, we're gonna need to get everybody together. And we're gonna attack soon. There it is too. Okay, so I'm actually I'm at odds. I don't know how I should do this. I think we'll come over here and try to hide next to all these objects. And yeah, we're just gonna shoot whatever we can see first. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, they're going down quick. That's good. We're gonna get hurt, but if we group together, we keep strong. They'll only spit on us a little bit. And at the end of the day, only getting spit on a little bit's a good compromise. Oh, geez Louise. Okay, yeah, they weren't too bad. I don't even think we're gonna break them down for food, to be honest. Okay, cool. No one even got hurt. That was nice. This says 2 injuries. Someone's feelings got hurt. I think someone spit on Carl. And Carl did not like that. Sorry, Carl. Alright, crash site, ore deposit. Yeah, we're gonna go for the ore deposit, because we can get some iron out of that. How much meat do these guys have on them? We should observe them. Oh yeah, look at that. We're getting it on. Getting the ceiling up now. Yeah, we just need more people building. We're gonna go off and try to get some more hay so we make cloth out of it. Yeah, I think we've kind of scoured the whole area. Oh, we got 476 hay. Okay, so realistically, nice, humming fly. Realistically, we just need someone out there doing the work. Okay, bandages, we're gonna shrink until they have 60. And then we'll start on cloth. Gonna be a bit before we get some more balloons up. We also need the beds. Alright, we're gonna skip it down to no balloons. We need to get the beds. I need to get people like inside. Focus on the beds first. Alright, we got some ore and some stone. Perfect. Probably needed that stone. Oh wow, we're already at 450 stone. I didn't realize how ambitious I was being. Thought 2,500 would cover it. Nope. Alright, we're going out pretty far now to get stone. And on day 20 I can call in ore and stone. That will help. Alright, we're at a point now where we have to prioritize activities. So we're going to go down the line. I need someone constantly researching. That's the problem. Felix is going to be our main researcher. Looks like William is going to be the main farmer. He's also good at scavenging, but he's one of the best farmers we have right now. Had I known that I wasn't going to be able to pull people in that easily, I probably would have gone with some better farmers. Okay. Yeah, this is all good. Healing should be 1 on everybody. I want everyone healing. Priority. Okay. Carl is definitely going to be the main scavenge and miner. Not even a question. And for crafting, what realistically, anybody. Yeah, Raka, I'm going to go across the board with you. One of these gents was really good with, I think, cloth woodworking, but I'm not sure who that is. Nova, she really has nothing better to do, so I'll make her a crafter. Jack, he's interested in crafting. He's going to be a crafter. We're going to have a lot of crafters. Everybody else, I'm just going to let them do whatever they feel like doing. I just primarily wanted to make sure someone's always researching and someone's always crafting, because they're not. And then everyone else can just help out and do what they need to do. We're getting some of the beds up. That's good. Alright, balloon boy time. Go out there, Drake. I don't think we need any more ore right now. Or iron. We actually have quite a bit. I think primarily what we need are 2 people researching. That's cool. We can get a research desk up. We don't have any scrap. Do this. Okay. We'll get another research bench up. Hopefully that will help us speed things up. Alright, scrap and liquid fuel. Very good. I don't know when we're going to start getting some of these things coming in. Yeah, we got 1,700 cloth. Not even close. 56%. It'll be a bit. Alright, we got a trade ship. So this is how we're going to make cash. Now, we can sell them power cells. Now we'll get a 60 thou. And I don't mind that. Power cells aren't very useful to me. It's not enough money, though. What we need to start doing is producing trade goods. And selling those. And that's the only way we're going to be able to get more people. Well, that's cool, though. I mean, at least we have an incentive now to craft those things. All right, now we got 2 research bench. Hopefully get someone else on there. Let's go to research real quick. Sorry, not research. Let's go to our activities. All right, Felix is 1. I think Drake would be a great researcher when he's not busy. That's perfect. So he's either researching or he's out on balloon rides. All right, look at that. We're just putting in the flooring now, it looks like. So we're out. No, we have 395 stone. We have a good amount going on for us. We have more than enough food. We have a lot of ore. Okay, so let's make sure. Yeah, we've hit our limit. No, we haven't, because it's on forever. There we go. But we have lots of ore to make iron. Alright, there we go. We got 2 people researching now. We need to let them research too. We need to get a lot of research right now. Electric grids. I need every single thing that you see here except for antibiotics, flamethrowers, towers. Pickling, we'll just leave it. It's only 6 hours. Alright, then we can do flamethrowers. But then we need to do all this stuff. We need to get energy up ASAP. We have the ability to make freezers and all that. We just don't have energy right now. There we go. Getting the paving up. Alright, this is where things are going to get nuts. How much wood do I have? 137? How much scrap do I have? A lot. Okay, so this whole back area here is going to be scrap. And the whole stockpile, we're going to have a 1 tile gap here. And a 1 tile gap right there. So that they can do their thing. And I don't really care what they store in here because there's going to be so much room. And I doubt we're going to have an insane amount of stone, really. There we go. And then now I can start moving. The research desks don't need to be in the crafting area. So the research desks are going to come over here. Put them in the corner. Nice, got electric grids. And the crafting needs to be near all this stuff. So crafting I'm going to place right here. And then we're also going to get up. Actually, we should really have 2 workbenches. And we should have a tailoring bench. Okay, and we finally got power. We'll need a pole here, and we'll have to use metal poles for now. Then we'll have to have a pole coming over to where our weapons are going to be. Oh no. We got 10 giant. Oh yeah. Yeah, these guys are hard. And remember, we're using the tiered system. Unknown evolution. So these guys are tough, not just big lizards like before. They're big, evolved, stronger lizards. And they're very close. And they could actually kill all of us. So we do get flamethrowers now. Okay. So we're going to start putting flames in these areas here. Okay, and we just burnt through all that research. That's amazing. The power of 2. So solar, wind, energy storage, heat pumping, hydroponics, electronics, delivery drones, flare shielding, automated turrets. Actually, yeah, let's do it in this order. Energy, guns, flare shielding, because you don't want to be... What's the point of having a gun if it's not on because you don't have flare shielding? Flare shielding is quintessential. If there's a solar flare, all your guns go down. Heat pumping, hydroponics, and then I'll go from there. And wood fortifications, definitely want a delivery drone, and electronics crafting. Antibiotics, okay, first aid kits. Ooh, chew root oil, that's cool. Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of that. Look at that, we got some slime for antibiotics. We need to be really careful though. I'm scared. I probably should have gone out and tried to kill one of them. But I don't want to be caught out in the open. We need to utilize everything that we have. Let's get up top. Let's see what the range is from up here. Okay, so we can hit pretty much everything from here. What about you guys with the guns? I just need to be able to shoot down into the area. Okay, perfect. Alright, we do have crossbows now. Get everybody a crossbow. Everybody has a weapon now. Gonna keep them up on the wall because I know they're gonna come soon. These guys are very hard to kill. I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh, I don't want to die here. We're doing so well, finally. We're doing so well. Oh, yes. This would be the time. Okay. And the wind turbines and all that are going to come over here. Build 3 of them. Metal, ironically, is a little bit easier for us to get than other things, so... Okay, there we go. We'll connect them that way. Need to get a big laser gun up here at some point. Colony is thriving, though. I will say that. Get Jack back up here. Okay, they're coming. Other 2 gents up here. Make sure nobody is outside. Grayson is chilling, but we need Grayson over here. Okay, at least we have, you know, a defendable point. Oh my lord. Yeah, they're coming. They're doing the flying V formation too. They're taking inspiration from the Mighty Ducks. Okay. Very poor V. Okay, it's an inverted V now. Yikes, man. Yikes. These guys, I don't even know how much HP they have. I won't know until the first shot. Now, I'm hoping those traps help us out here. We need to start confusing the enemy. Okay, so oh my god, he just took a sniper to the face and it barely hurt him. Yeah, we're done for. We are done for, man. I need like some kind of neurotoxin. Okay, the traps are luckily helping us out. If it weren't for the traps, we'd be toast right now. We also need a phase gun. Okay. Okay, this isn't gonna go the way I wanted it to. I want them to all kind of focus on one guy, but the problem is if I tell them to do something, sometimes they move. So I'm just gonna let them shoot. Shit, someone's getting mauled. They're able to slap him up top. We need to get up higher next time. All right, 1 down. I don't know what Carl wanted to talk about, but it was weird, so I'm gonna ignore it. Whew. Oof. That was... Yeah, those guys were nasty. Those guys were nasty. We need to observe them too. Alright, let's let everyone heal up. I don't know how much food they have on them, but I really want to know. I'm gonna have them butcher it. 37. Not fantastic, to be honest. But not bad. Alright, we got some pain. We got some pain going on in here. Everyone's doing their best right now. We're gonna need more medical supplies. I'm worried about the cotton. We got grain, we got cotton, we got sticks, we got 496 hay. Not enough. Do this, and we can do it until. So this is how you set maximums. So I only want 1500 hay or 1400 hay for sticks, like something similar. Like we really only need, you know, 1500 sticks. Cotton. Let's just do it forever for a bit and get a stupid stockpile. But that's how you can control overproducing. And it's really smart to do on these high difficulties. And I'm not going to be smart though. I'm going to be silly. And hopefully that doesn't get me killed. Okay. And over here, we're going to bust out the fence and put in some flamers. Flamers will help when they get stuck. We're going to have this whole dang thing. This is just going to be a row of flames. It's just going to be... it's going to just be a row of flames, man. It's going to be beautiful. Alright, let's get 3 of them up. And we'll keep evolving this. There we go. Just gotta let them do their thing right now, but we're getting the beds up. Alright. So, I think at this point, I just have a lot of setup to do and a lot of other things. So we're going to do the great leap forward, and I'm just going to get a little bit done. It's a little tedious, this page. The page of the journey, because we're doing great. We have food. We're about to get a bunch of cotton. And I just need to dial in and focus on this. Get ourselves some weapons here. So we did get the flamers up. That's a beautiful thing. It's a good day when you have flamers. And I will say, I think we need to go a little bit bigger and have dual-sided flamers to make sure that we're just getting extra toasty. They might burn each other, though. We'll see. They should be far enough away. I think 3 tiles. I can't remember if it's 3 or 4, because I think we got the 4th right there. I think we're good. And this whole thing's just gonna be flames. Okay. Yeah, we're in good shape. We're gonna bump this back one thing though. I want the whole, you can see the radius doesn't start until a certain point, right? We'll do it like that. There we go. Yes, this will be a painful place to go. Alright, we can craft earplugs now. We need to get everybody earplugs. I'm putting that as a top priority. We're gonna get everybody straw hats. Do it until we have 5. We don't have enough material yet, but eventually I will get into clothing production. And let's send Drake out on some wonderful journeys. Now we could get some fuel there. Actually, let's get a little bit more iron. You never know when you're gonna need it. And we are going to empty and deconstruct everything outside here. And bring everything inside. And get rid of all these beds. Okay, so we're just going to build this all up. And I'll see you guys here in a moment. Alright, howdy friends. We got so much done. We're getting some more racks up. We got some AC units. Things are going. We got 2 mover bots. Good things are coming. We got ourselves a laser gun. But we got also some very angry animals. And they are evolving and becoming a little bit tougher. So this isn't too bad. You know, we do have 9. Yeah, okay, it's a little bad. Take it back. It's gonna be a little rough. But hopefully nobody dies. And you know, we'll have a good time. But transporting some hay. Put some limits on our crops so we're not overindulging ourselves. Need to watch. We do have quite a bit. Look at all that grain that we just had coming in. So I want to stress the importance of having all of this grain. That we do have 412 wood. So let's start some proper fermentation. So at any given time, I definitely want to have at least 50 antibiotics. And if you want to get technical, and I know you do, we should realistically have antibiotics for trade. I also got Old Man John. I sold a bunch of goods, and I purchased him for 130,000. So we got that going on for us. So I think we're going to start selling antibiotics. And I'm going to boot up fuel to 800 for now. We're getting a lot of bug meat. Now, pickled vegetables we can do until, you know, we have around 500. And let's look at what else. Ale. Ale's not bad, but you only make 5 ale for 100 grain. Not a good return. Not a good return. So hopefully the copy tool is working properly now. And so what we need to do is go crazy. Crazy can be good. And we're going to just get a bunch of barrels up. Now, I do have the smelting on the other side over here. And I did remove some things so that I could place a second door. I am a little scared right now because I don't feel that we have the proper amount of defenses. So we got some more going here. All right. We need a little bit more ore is what it looks like. And then I need to focus now on getting all of these pretty balloons because we like balloons. I don't know where I'm going with it. We're going to get more balloons. That's all I can tell you. Place a balloon man there and a balloon man there. I'm going to have 3 balloons going at any time. You can see we're getting a lot of the beetroots. I also have these limited. Okay, the attack is coming. So we need to get everybody over here. I need to get Felix. Felix is a good man. We have our little power button over here. So I'm going to have him turn this on. All right. Turn on that power, Felix. The birds are coming. All right, laser time. Gotta love my laser time. All right, so we have both ground and air assault coming at us. We're gonna get everybody up that we possibly can and start shooting. We're getting some of the birds down. Need to get these guys up in the air. The traps are helping out substantially. Those are some tough doggos. Those dogs will rip us apart. And we definitely need more weapons. That is something I need to get hold of. We got earbuds on everybody so they can sleep now in the barracks. That's great. Yeah, the 2 mover bots are pretty darn awesome. And we're going to continue to butcher all these animals. Yeah, there we go. We're doing great. And we got, oh, those are big ones. Those are big spikers. And then these are these doggos back here you can see are an unknown dog evolution. So they're getting tougher. You can see they take quite a bit of hits. So we need to focus on damage more so than rocket launchers. Though a rocket launcher would do a good job. You can see that the traps are going to be pretty essential to survival. Look at that. This dog is tanking a laser to the face. He's tanking bullets to the face. Yeah, these are some super powered animals. And we're getting spit at. They're spitting at us. We don't like that. I think I'm going to try to get some of these guys the flaming arrows because they can shoot really, really far. Or at least get everybody with sniper rifles. Oh, we got one doggo that went by. That's not good. Okay, he's got toxic poisoning. Very... Eee. Yeah, we need to study this thing. Yeah, these doggos are a little too tough for me. But we're getting them. And we'll get some good meat off them and some hides. Alright. Yeah, as long as we can keep them in the traps, I think we're going to make it. But phew, there's more. There's so many of them. There's another one out there that's going to come in here pretty soon. We got to be careful because... Okay. Yeah, this one's really messed up. You got it down to 64. This one's down at 85. There we go. Whew. And the other doggo, he's just strutting in. There we go. That sniper got him pretty good. Oh, I flamed my own transportation drone. Okay. Well, that was a little scary. I'm kind of worried about future raids. I think we need to get some bigger, better guns. More traps, too. Apparently, right? So let's speed this up. Let's get the new evolution of this place built. I think we have proper storage for the time being. We should probably get down just a few more stockpiles. So I'm going to do that right here. There we go. Get them up. Make sure we have enough room. And what's that? Balloon time it is. All right. Let's go, Drake. Let's find something. Engine debris. Yes, Drake. Need to start bringing in a lot of iron. We got flat cannons. That's good. And we're just gonna... Ooh, yeah. We're just gonna focus on lasers. Get some more lasers. Actually, yeah. It's best to copy. That way the control circuit's copied with it. Saves you. It just saves you that hassle. Yeah, we're gonna build 2 more lasers. And I think over here, we're recognizing that we need more energy production. Scrap and electronics. Beautiful. And I think we need substantial investment in energy. So we're going to do this. We got ourselves another balloon, my friends. Okay. So we need to get these balloons out there. Shooting star. I don't care who goes. Felix, you like stars. I don't know. Go for it. But yeah, these guys are going to earn their keep. The 2 mover drones, when you have fields this big, they're going to help bring in all the produce. And I started making trade goods, but they really sucked. They don't sell for a lot. So, ooh, wow. We already went through all the research. So we're going to make other products that do sell for a lot. And that's what we're going to do for trade. So let's get through this. Pulse rifle would be amazing right now. Force fields would be amazing. Mech cores. Let's get a mech. Nanotube printing, CPU assembly. Signal relay for advanced technology at a certain point. Coffee. 20 grain for 5 coffee. That's a good return. We have barely any breakthroughs, and then we have all of this, trading consoles, donating our excess. We can give... Oh, we can provide resources to other colonies. Reimburse trade receipts showing we flourished. Ooh, that's kind of cool. So we can trade our excess resources. We got tons of food that I could definitely trade because it's just going to rot. And that's a good point. I just remembered. We have a lot of food. Let's get some freezers up. Right? Gotta go to my storage. Okay, yeah, we need to get freezers up. We need to get a mess hall. We need to get better cooking area. So let's put the freezers right in here, right when you enter. Let's get a cooking station right outside, so all the food will be stored right there. So I think we'll use sticks to power our stove. We have lots of sticks. Need to use them. There we go. We're doing great. I may need to get some more drones here soon. There we go. Disconnected device. All right. So let's make sure that we're also... I think I'll do wood this time. Yep. Good omen. Meteorite. Not bad. The raids are becoming a little bit more frequent. Which kind of sucks. And you can see that our power isn't doing too dandy. We should probably get a solar panel or 2 up. Get 2 more solar panels up. I'm actually going to have one of them built now. We need to make sure that we're Sitting at a full load at all times. Observe the dog. I'm not going to chop them all up because you can see that we have 5,000 chew root. I told him not to do that. Oh, yeah. See, we have chew root at 600. This one's at forever. Okay. We'll do this one at 900. Yeah, I don't want them to harvest everything. We have 1.2 thousand hay in stock. We're making cloth out of that. That's great. Yeah, we're stockpiling far too many resources. And so we're producing a lot of fuel now. Antibiotics. This is great. All the things that we needed to do. Oh, look at that. Look at the joys. Okay. Everybody wins, right? Drake, you go. Okay, Felix, you go. We don't need fuel. I guess we could use some trees. Grayson, you go. We're gonna send them all in a row. There we go. All right, we got some power up. Now we just need to work on getting... We have 150 scrap. So we're gonna start smelting scrap into iron ingots. Or alloys, I should say. Okay, we should start working on that now. These mover bots are really, really beneficial for a lot of this stuff. Okay, expedition time. You gotta love it when you get the expeditions going like crazy, like clockwork. A fuel tank would give us more fuel. We don't need it. I guess we're gonna do it anyway though, because we have no other expeditions. Use the fuel for future, but we got a lot. We got a lot of fuel. Oh no. Low combat skill, high risk of energy. Ah, he's gonna have to run. Can't afford for him to die. We can't afford for anybody to die because it's really hard to replace them. Okay, we got the ice wolf. So yeah, we're getting attacked by ice wolves. Winter is coming and winter is pissed. Okay, we get some good stuff off of them though. Cool to tame one of them. Need 295 iron. Okay. Yikes. I didn't realize I had gone so crazy. Oh, nice. We got the palm tree. Yeah, palm trees can be grown in a lot of different places, like right over here. Nice. Got ourselves a wood supply now. Nice. Scrap. Oh, man. It's coming in now. Yeah, we'll just get some palm trees going. Some future wood for us. Got a lot of sticks coming here in a bit. And I built this for hay, so until we have 1,500, because we're using that for a lot of, you know what, we actually don't need that much hay anymore, because we got cloth coming in. Let's put that down. But the resources are available if we need them. This is kind of cool, but like I know I can get a happiness bonus giving them all their own rooms, but like we're fine. You just give them earbuds. Oh man, we got a scout. 32 flyers, 16 fatties. Oh, and a bunch. Oh no, this is a big one. 18. Oh, okay. This is a rather large one. Luckily, they all travel at different speeds, right? Your flyers and your big guys and your small fries, they all travel at very different speeds. And they're a bit of a distance, so we got some time before they even reach. Oh yeah, look at that, antibiotics. So antibiotics we're gonna sell. I'm almost thinking about mass producing antibiotics, actually, as a trade item. They have a large value, and we could literally just grow them out in the field. I think it's a great idea. Me, talking to myself. Yeah, we're gonna do the same with grain. I don't want more than 2,000 grain, really. You do get to a point where you just have too many resources. And hopefully daylight hits when we're attacked so we can power everything. We got 3 lasers now. We got 2 people on the research desk. Got we got funny hats. Yay, silly hats. Everybody get a silly hat. All right, we're getting attacked. No time for silly hats. Okay, the flyers are coming. They're coming around the mountain. We're definitely going to need to start getting some defensive buildings that we can sit from. I'm going to pause real quick. I feel like wooden towers over here and here. And we will get to a point where we have more guns. And we don't want to really put our people at risk. So, yeah, we're gonna get to a point where we're just gonna have everyone in a tower or in a back platform. All right, here they come. All right, old man John. Destiny has called upon you to press a button, turn on the switch, start the fireworks. There we go. Beautiful sight. Laser show. Yeah, the lasers are where it's at. Their range and their just ability to concentrate fire is amazing. There we go. Everybody working together. Phew. Oh, look at that. That flight. Why is he not dead? Why is he not dead? He's like stuck on the tower. Damn it, dude. No one can shoot him. There we go. What was that? Okay. Alright, yeah, there's not enough room. We're gonna have to fight out in front. Like men. I'm gonna see if I can actually construct something. Felix, undraft, incapable of construction. Okay, Drake. Insufficient skill level. Okay, somebody. Let's just get you down here. You got no weapon. Get these towers up. Alright, what's our power supply at? Oh, damn, dude. We got someone over here. Yeah, for some reason, it's not aggroing them. There we go. We got it. Alright, here comes the first bug wave. Gonna get Drake up in the tower. There we go. Come on, Drake. Get in. Alright, perfect. Just in time. Yeah, we need to get a whole fleet of snipers. That's what we need to do. Get Felix up in the other one. Speed this up a bit. There we go. Yeah, if they happen to get through, they're gonna get flamed too. Ooh, those are some tough buggers. They're taking hits. We're gonna need to get some better firepower, I think. All right, and the big guys, we got 16 of the fatties coming in behind them. That's kind of scary, because these fatties can really take a beating, and they're far, far away. Okay, old man John, I want you to go out, start handling these traps, but get them back up. Old man will go out there and put all these traps back into space. There we go. We're gonna need every single one of these. Run, 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 run. Oh my god. That thing got close. Alright, it looks like we're able to hurt these guys. They're not as tough. Yeah, they're getting melted now. Whew. Beautiful. I think we will try to get some food. Butcher the fat ones. They're gonna have a lot of meat on them. Okay. Undraft. Undraft. What a night. Let's turn these guns off so we don't run out of power. We're doing alright. We got a lot of wind power up now. Okay. We're in good shape. Balloon time. Everybody gets a balloon. I'm the Oprah Winfrey of balloon rides. Okay. Let's let 2 of them go. We need more points of interest. I think 3 balloons is kind of like the right amount of balloons to have. We have a lot of antibiotics for trade, so that's wonderful. Alright, we're just going to do 2 freezers for the time being, since metal alloys are a little hard to get. Seems like scrap's the main thing holding us back. We're getting close. We need a little bit more firepower, though, I'll tell you that. Alright, yeah, that was a lot of meat. Get all that fuel going now. Okay, we got a proper cooking station, so let's do some proper cooking. We're definitely going to want grain porridge until we have 10. We're going to have freezers here in a bit, so we can finally start bulk mealing. 10 veggies. I like to just do it all. We're not going to do any hay stuff anymore, though. Tasty recipes. Yeah. Meat pies. Veggie pizzas for sure. Yep, go there immediately. Chef's recipes. We're not quite there yet. Nice. Control modules. Low physical, reduced amount of scrap. Okay, he got some scrap and a laser pistol. That's great. We do need more weapons. I think we also, yeah, we need to focus on getting a soldering bench up too. I just realized. All right, let's get that going. Oil press. Honestly, I should probably start trying to get into the other technology here soon, too. Because it can create a lot more resources. So, yeah, we can get a dissectory. Alright, where do we want to place this bad boy? I'm going to place it up against the wall back here. Get that dissection going. Alright, we're completely out of wood, which is actually kind of scary. We have an expedition that can bring us some wood that we need to do then. Alright, let's send Henry. And I'm going to send Drake to the supercomputer because there's scrap there. Shrieking noises. I need to send Nova. Need a warrior out there. Alright, we're doing great. Lots of food. Plenty of beds. Yeah. Got force field barriers now. Those are expensive. Yeah, it's mainly iron holding us back, so just getting out and getting metal. So that does tell me we're at day 33. Like our next supply drop hopefully should be something pretty good. Unfortunately, Carl did not have the excavation thing anymore, so they must have changed it. Somebody else. So we can get pretty expensive here. Contract colonist is 270. These guys look pretty amazing. 8 farming. So it's $1 million for forever. Oof. Yeah, so vet it and lease. We can lease a convict. That's kind of funny. Yeah, there's some cool people here. There's not too many, though. Not too many. I mean, we can get more than we need. That's for sure. Ooh. Yeah, this is much harder than the other Project X. Once the next trade guy comes, we have a lot to trade, so I'm happy about that. That's another reason why I need the mover bots here. Because we need to be able to move things really, really, really quickly when trades come. Alright, let's see if we can get any iron out here. I believe that there are some sources of iron. We got it all. Alright, we got some wood. Perfect. Got some wood coming in. We have 0 scrap. More food than we know what to do with. Multiple people cooking. It's beautiful. Alright, we got the 2 freezers up. That's perfect. That's interesting. We have a manhunter. 2 of the biggest of most... oh my god, these are massive beetles. They're evolved too. And ice wolves. Okay, it's not a bad one. The ice wolves are a little... they're not fun. They're a little far away, though. So yeah, these raids aren't too bad. We can take this raid, no problem. Alright, we're going to have a little bit of a fast forward. This is a very bulky stage of the game. Essentially, all I'm going to be doing is killing the wolves, building up the defenses, you know, killing all the waves, and trying to get as much... I'm just going to be running expedition after expedition to get iron. Alright, so much has happened in this little jaunt ahead. Whole row of lasers. Another one. I realized I was able to get a lot of bricks, but it may be difficult to get bricks going forward. So we moved to clay bricks. So instead of stone bricks, or what we could just call it stone, we're gonna move to bricks. So we can make that from hay. We have a lot of that going. Got 2 electric furnaces. I got 5 balloons now because it's really what's holding us back. We did also get an insane amount of research done. We are in year 2, day 13, and we're just going down the line. I believe we finally have the resources that we need to do several things, like building a light mech, and most importantly, building our first robot. Now, we are completely out of electronics, but I would like to get the process going here. So, essentially, I've just been sending balloon after balloon after balloon. Creating fuel is relatively easy. It's not very difficult for us to do. And we've just been bringing in an insane amount of resources. We got a hole in the ground over here. I'll send Jack. But yeah, having 5 balloons is quintessential. I also was able to get enough funds to buy the new colonist, Dr. Swain. And he is great, right? You know, he sits there, he looks good, and he heals people because they're getting hurt. Now, we are getting attacked by progressively harder waves, and luckily the lasers do their job. I've been building out the batteries, because we need quite a bit. I've been also making sure that we're charging everything. So it's full in 2 days, you can see. So at this point, a lot is going on. I need to get to the next tier of technology, of Project X, which has better energy, better everything, better guns. So that's kind of like where I'm thinking we're gonna go, is trying to get there as fast as possible. You know, I got bricks being made and I got metal alloys being made. So we just need to continue to explore and find. There's an event that lets you find ore, and Carl supposedly can get twice as much ore from those runs. We've been trading a lot of drugs, basically. They're a lot better than trade supplies. I don't have to have anyone craft them, really. So I've just been trading all my excess drugs, just mass producing them, and they're going for tens of thousands. So we're doing great. I have been, you know, pumping out the wardrobes. We're starting to make clothing. I'm dabbled in hats. We got boots. So we have enough clothing and everything for all people involved. I also now have fire longbows, which have an insane range. So anybody that has just a crap bow, actually even this guy right here can go to fire longbow because it's about to break. We're just going to give everybody with the bad weapon a fire longbow. But I also did buy another sniper, which I gave to Jack. There we go. Yeah, I have one expedition that's giving me liquid fuel. We have something like 1,000 fuel, and this is only costing us 15 a balloon ride. So we're just going to continuously send people out. So I am at a point where I really need to get robots going and get more balloons. Like, essentially, I'm just going to get to a point where we're just sending everyone off on balloons and letting the robots do the work here. But this, I do appreciate that this Project X is harder, because before you could just, you know, summon 20 dudes, and now I have to pay a lot of money, and it's going up every time I get one. Every time I get one, it costs more and more and more. And for some reason, see, the electricity is supposed to flow through the flooring, but you still need, for these outside areas, you still need some kind of point. So we're going to put him right here. And yeah, we'll double connect it. It's actually also good to have multiple ways for energy to move around, because if one pole goes out, it takes out all energy. You can see I'm kind of using that concept over here. All right, so the hole in the ground had CPU cores in it. And I did sell a few CPU cores because I had like 50 of them. We found an iron ore deposit. Yes! Okay. Finally. I may get some more balloons here, but food is not really an issue. Food will never be an issue. We have a great thing going for us. And, you know, all things are happening now. So we're in a good spot. I'm just going to keep building. And primarily, I would really like to get into the next stage of Project X. Now, like I said, to get there, we need to get through the majority of these researches. I just accidentally undid it. So this is what we need to do, is research the signal relay. Now, when we read the signal relay, it says, defend and keep one of them online. So this may actually intensify the raids against us. I'm not sure yet. I also did buy 10 carbon nanites. Combat mechs, or just so I can unlock more technology. As you can see, they're using a lot. Defense bots are a good one for us to get, because we can give them sniper rifles. But essentially, ooh, yeah, carbon wind turbines and carbon armor, railgun snipers, battle drones. You know, VR sets are good. Yeah, and we're going in the brick, because I do want to get a second story on this and maybe get some hydroponics going. Haven't decided quite yet. I feel like we're doing pretty good. With the freezers, might just get a freezer instead, to be honest, that way we can hold more. Put the table inside. Pretty much have completely gotten rid of it. Oh, look at that. Yes, we got our first service bot. So the service bot will do a lot of things. He will move things around, which not necessary, but he'll cook, and that's a big thing. Having him cooking and having everyone on balloon rides is very, very good for us. We also, I think, let's see what kind of guns we have now. We got fire longbows, crossbows, poison bows. We got pulse rifles. I also got a paralyzation dart gun. So, okay, so this gent's going to switch out to the paralyzed gun. This was very, very expensive. And this gent's going to move over to a pulse rifle. And Dr. Swan is, in fact, going to move over to pulse rifle. Looks like we got ourselves another sniper. So I'm gonna give that sniper. So I'm gonna give that sniper to Felix, just because it's a lot easier for me to select him. But there we go. Okay, yeah, we're doing really good. And Grayson is gonna move on up, and he's gonna get. He's gonna get a fire longbow. I think 2 pulse rifles is about all I want right now. But yeah, it's beautiful. Having that robot out there doing those things for us. Wonderful. And I'm only building 1 of the cores needed at a time. I would love to get more robots. They are a little pricey at 10 power per. My rule of thumb is you build 2 wind turbines, because the minimum a wind turbine can pull is 4. 2 of them is 8. So if you build 2 of them, the worst case scenario, you're breaking even. But right now we're producing 112 in the worst conditions, doing 286. That's why it's important to have a good solar power to charge these things up. I will tell you though, when those solar rays, you know, when the solar flares hit, oof, does it hurt. We had one that hit, and it was dire. And I will say that, to be quite honest, the gas powered stuff isn't going to cut it. You only get like a little bit. So Carl will send to the ore deposit, and that ore deposit is what I've been looking for. Oh man, yeah, there's so much out here for us, because the ore deposits you can make a lot more from them. Oh nice, shooting star. All right, so we'll send everybody off on the balloon rides. We're doing great. Yeah, fuel really is not an issue. We have quite a bit of it, and now that we have robots, they can make the oil, and the oil can be turned into gasoline. So we have the capacity to just really start flushing that stuff out. Expedition under attack. He has high combat. I'm gonna tell him to fight. Nice. He's a little hurt, but he'll be all right. Hopefully he got me some scrap. But yeah, we're just having to find as much scrap as possible. It's really a limiting factor. One thing that I'm not quite understanding is that with the supply drops, I'm not able to bring in the excavator crate, even though I do have Carl. So I don't know if it's broken, or it looks like with this new patch, they changed up who has it. Yeah, so, double stone, double ore. Okay, so at least he has that. That's good. So we got to figure out who to get so we can get better stuff coming in. Mystical Grove. I'm going to tell her to give it a try. Okay. Anyway, she had an experience. I'm not really I don't care. And there you go. We just got a solar flare. So luckily we're getting half, so we're still charging. And nice iron. Yeah, the ores are going to be amazing. And with what we have, we should be pretty good. I want to see how much ore he brings in, because let's do I think it's 1 for 1. Let's take a peek. Yeah, 10. Yeah, it's 1 for 1. So however many ores he brings in will be converted at a 1-to-1 ratio. All right, Nova came back with nothing. She just had a magical experience. It's very disappointing. All right, we'll send Drake to the supercomputer. We don't need to go to the hunting ground. The oil tanker is fantastic. I mean, we're getting a lot of fuel from it. I'll just keep going to it. We're burning through a lot of fuel, so it makes sense. Yeah, we got the double whammy trap. This has been doing really well. I'm probably going to shy away from rocket launchers because we're not getting attacked by large amounts. We're getting attacked by super creatures. And one of the super creatures tanked like 5 seconds while the lasers pointed on him. And that was, you know, they're getting pretty scary. So we got ourselves another balloon. Okay, well, how much did we get from that? 160 ore. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so we have enough to call in a shuttle drop again. So yeah, that's the problem, is I've only been really requesting the base drop. And the base drop isn't bad. It's, the electronics are really the big part of it. Everything else is meh. Energy cell isn't bad either. The fuel is good. The wood is good, because we don't have too much of it. But I would much rather get the 500 iron ore. There we go. So I got to figure out what to do. Now, another thing that I found out about this new method. Oh, he had an accident. Hopefully he don't die. Oh, he's bleeding hard. He's bleeding hard. 8.5 per hour. He'll probably get back in time. Drake, he'll be fine. Okay. Another thing I found out is that we can go to local subspace, and sometimes there's ships out here, and you can ask them to give you people. I've been trying. Probably like a, like a really small chance, like 5%, but it's worth doing. So if I come over to higher colony, you can see we need a lot more money. We need 260. Oh, it looks like it's actually potentially going down. I'm not sure. No, it's staying the same. I just made some more money. So we can get a convict. Now we can get a citizen. We can get contracted colonists, but they're only for a period of time. So what I need to do is find, let's see, just Chaz. So I don't know if I can get somebody who can get me a better deal. Like I need a package that's just not the basic one. I remember in the older one, Chaz got you a pretty good thing. And it's not letting us look at anything. So he's a really, really good cook. Primarily, I'm interested in crafters. So we're going to go through and find ourselves a good crafter. It's kind of interesting. It's not letting me look at all of them. He's interested in crafting. He's also interested in combat. He's good. Intellect, physical. He's incapable of healing. I like him. We're going to take him. So we're bringing in a new gent to help us out. And let's get these guys back on the prowl for balloons. So Carl's going to go get the ore. Like I said, we're getting double ore with him. All right. And nice. Yeah, we got Mark. Go there immediately. And it may actually be that I need to build that thing we're researching before they can use their abilities too. Nice, he got scrap and liquid, but yeah, we're having a hard time. But I'm happy to have Mark on board. I'm gonna give him a better gun though. I personally, yeah, we'll give him the Galactic SMG. All right, we got the signal relay now. So we're gonna need 500 carbon nanotubes and 500 concrete and electrics. It will attract attention both from the planet's denizens and factions. So we're gonna get attacked by potentially people. And it has a 500 energy consumption. Okay, so this is what the mods add to the game, because the game's like over at this point. This adds freaking 10 more hours of gameplay practically, maybe more. And so we're at a really tangible point in the game that requires ramp up. And we just need an insane amount of iron. We got the silicone, and we need carbon nanotubes. And we can make carbon nanotubes over here in the 3D printer that I have, but it requires fuel and metal alloys. You don't really get too much of a discount doing electronics and CPU cores. The only other place to get this stuff is to run all the way over here and take out these camps to get the carbon. But I can tell you, by the time we get here and get everything and get back, it's gonna be really difficult. That's one bad thing about this map, is that the carbon is very, very far away. So if we can find a point that's closer, which I don't believe we can, our only bet is to trade for it. So again, making drugs does seem to be one of the most lucrative ways to make money. So we're going to continue to do that. So yeah, fun stuff. Supercomputer. Okay, Drake, go to the supercomputer. An exploration, Henry. An ore deposit, he's back. Once I get another balloon with some fuel in it, I'll have him go. But yeah, we'll just keep bringing in the ore and smelting that. That's great. But yeah, we're gonna focus on making a lot of bricks, since it's pretty much an infinite source for us. Pretty much everything's gonna be made out of bricks. And I think we're gonna have to really start thinking about the economy. Now I did get 2 AC units over here and 2 AC, I have 2 AC units in the sleeping area. You can see it's 30 degrees outside. So that's keeping it nice. It's keeping it nice inside for them. CPU cores. Okay, yeah, we're researching combat mechs. We got a lot of good stuff going on. Carbon wind turbines would be pretty amazing. And we're almost at a point where we've done a lot of the research here. And so I did get some of the organs going in a biolab, but we need we need to do some stuff here. Yeah, like everything is locked behind that signal relay. Yeah, there's cheaper electronics. Okay, so we have an attack coming in, and it's going to be pretty big. I already know it. Yeah, they're getting beefy. We're getting mutated Godzillas, big bloaters. These Godzilla-looking dudes. Oh, man. Yeah, they're not going to be fun. Now, they're real close. Look how close everybody is. This is going to be a fight. But luckily, we have better weaponry now. You know, we got people making electronics. We got people researching. I feel like we brought in enough resources. Yeah, the ore's going quick, as you can see. Yeah, we're gonna... This is the main problem. So I'm used to... Like, we don't have robots attacking us, so we have... I'd love to have robots attack us over these guys, because the robots I can break down, and you can build a super base in like an hour. But when you play against, you know, the super mutant dudes, things don't go too hot. And so let's see, how much energy we're producing? 1,028. So we need 500. So here's my question. This is actually really simple math. We basically need a... Oh my god. Oh my god. We need about like... Oh my god. We need about like 20 of these graphene panels. Yeah, we're gonna... But we gotta do that, right? We need that technology. So we can make a combat mech. I might have to settle for a light mech at first. So let's get a light mech up. I'm at a point where it's just like we need to make sure that we have the best technology and the best defensive capabilities we can get. Mechs don't require energy to run. So say the worst happens and we don't have enough power, we get hit by that perfect storm of everything. So right now the only thing that can kill us is complacency. So we just need to make sure we're in good shape. Let's pause. I'll get my guys up on the back rows here. Yes, we must not get complacent. That is the biggest thing that's going to take us down. Crap, they're coming. I'm going to have Nova flip the switch. Why do they always walk when they're going to flip the switch? It drives me nuts. Oh gosh, here they come. There we go. Laser show is on. So you can see the lasers are going to make a mincemeat out of these little buggies. Whew. Okay. Yeah, we may need to start breaking down animals to make fuel. I am going through fuel pretty quick. All right, there we go, Mark. Get up there. And what's cool is we got the robots. Looks like Nova is going to sleep, which is pretty rude. whole base is being attacked. We'll get... Ooh, wait, you know what Nova should do? Undraft Nova. Oh, insufficient skill level. Okay, I think we can get Raka over here. So undraft Raka. Let's build this mech. I think we can get it built before they hit. No, probably not, but having a mech is awesome. I'm really stoked about having a robot. It's my favorite thing in the world. Here we go. So you can see that you saw the archer. You saw how far he was shooting. It was amazing. And William has the pulse. So William will start pulsing anything that runs through here. All right. We got some crystals. There we go. Look how tough these guys are. They're freaking getting lasers to the face and they're just taking it like champs. This is the golden zone. That's why we need more flamers and traps. So we have more opportunities to get them caught in the traps with flames on them. But yeah, so you can see that a rocket launcher wouldn't do me any good in this situation. Lasers are really where it's at. There we go. Very good. Our weaponry is very sufficient. I may need more traps. And I built my traps in a way that they're in the perfect distance of the laser guns. Oh, look at that. We went through that like nothing. That was beautiful. It's poetry. Sweet poetry. All right, let's turn off the power. There we are. Okay, and yes, we had enough wind power to get through that. It's balloon time. Oh, we got a crystal cave. Okay. Yes, it's a magical time of the year where we take an enchanted balloon journey. Carl, go. All right, Felix, you explore. I love having all these balloons. It's so nice just being able to hit as much as possible. But I will say it's a little exhausting having to... I think I've sent out like 1,000 balloon expeditions. New insect nest. Okay, where is it? Okay, it's all the way over there. I would love to find an insect nest that we could attack and get those carbon tubes, because that's going to be the hardest part. Like getting all the energy production. Okay, so that is not actually too far away. This is a doable jaunt. So we were just attacked. Let's wait for everyone to get back from their expedition and potentially go out there. And we have our robots now and our people getting the grain. We should probably break down all of these bugs. Now the raptors have actual meat, raw red meat, which we don't care about. I mainly want that bug meat. I make fuel out of it. And that fuel is good. We still got quite a bit coming in. I think we actually have infinite fuel if we continue to do that one mission. It doesn't seem to be depleting. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. Our first mech. Our first little toy. We definitely need to get a bigger mech. But like I said, a lot of that's going to require more iron. So let's take a peek. For mech cores, we should be building until we have 2. They require power cells. And so when we get those crystals, and I actually think we can grow those crystals, and we need to start doing that so we can make power cells. Nice, he got ore and stone. All right, yeah, energy crystals. So these don't grow too well in the majority of places. We got 50% growth. Some spots though. Okay, here we go. Here's a good spot, 75% growth. Let's grow a bunch of these just to have them start because they take quite a bit of time. There we go. A lot of grain. That's beautiful. It's going to help us out. And there we go. We got some crystals. So I'm feeling kind of dumb for getting rid of some of my power cells. We should always have a few of these. We're doing great though. Man, everything's in order. I think we're going to request this standard supply drop because I don't think we're going to get what we wanted in time. I just want the 30 electronics. Even though I have a bunch, I have 36, I want more. And we can make power cells, make everything we need. We need to make an AI core. Now I did make 2 benches to help out with a lot of this. So this one, let's do it 2 times. This, yeah, here's an AI core. So it's only 10. AI cores are actually really, really easy. That's cool. Yeah, so we should have someone be doing that soon. And we're getting some organs. Exploration complete. New site found. Control module debris. Got some scrap. Very good. We just need to keep that iron coming in, which you can see is very difficult. The ore is helping out a lot. The cactus slime we can turn into antibiotics. I should probably just put that on indefinite cactus slime. Yeah, we want to do this until... I would just say forever. Just turn all cactus slime into antibiotics because it has no other purpose. And we can trade it. Yeah, that, and we just got a big old pool of fuel. So I'm going to wait for everyone to get back. And I think we're going to go hit that nano site. Oh, damn, it's 31 degrees outside. Well, that changes everything. I got to wait till the weather is correct. If we go out and someone gets super hypothermia and we're too far away. Oh boy. Yeah, and the attacks are becoming more and more common. This is actually a very serious attack. That is a lot of that's a lot. 77 scissor hands, 1 Juno. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be gnarly. We need more weapons. Well, with that in mind, knowing that we're not gonna be able to go get that stuff anytime soon, I'm gonna go get that last ore deposit with Carl. And the main thing we need to keep doing is exploring. I'll send Dr. Swan. We need to find more sites that allow us to get more scrap. Got lots of cotton. And I have capped and limited everything to like 1,000 of itself. So, oh, look at that. That's awesome. There we go. We're getting those crystals planted now. Those will grow and that will help us out tremendously. Like I said, if I could just find a way to get like more scrap and iron at larger quantities, we'd be in really, really good shape. Or if I could get some kind of technology to reduce the cost to make iron, or like reduce the input costs, that'd work too. Fortunately, we're not there. Yeah, fuel is very, very easy because we can grow. So what we need is some kind of technology that makes iron. And we don't have it. Alright, they're coming. They're gonna come up through here. Oh wow, they're literally right on us. All right, we're gonna turn on all our guns. I'm hoping the wind is blowing. It's blowing hard. That's beautiful. Look at that. Look at all that ore. Okay. All right, let's get all the pertinent people. Okay, I think we're good. I think we got everybody inside. And they're gonna come at us pretty hard. All right, we got a big old bird outside eating the lizards. You can see how big these creatures are too. Oh no, I hope my guys don't get caught out there. There we go. Yeah, these guys are nasty. Look how much they're taking. There's 70 of them. We're gonna need more traps. I think we're gonna have a breach. They're getting through. Oh, we're gonna have a breach for sure. Yep. There's the breach. Now, luckily, one of our dudes has a paralyzation gun, so that might help. If he hits someone, it will have the. Let's garrison our guys. There we go. There we go. Getting stuck in the flames, but yeah, they aren't taking multiple routes. Oh my gosh, dude, this is crazy. We'd be dead without those flamers right now. He's basically hitting him with his big gun. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Where is the dude with the big gun? William. Okay. I'm gonna get him a little bit closer so he can start hitting people, right? He needs to be able to shoot down into this. There we go. I need him to incapacitate them while they're in the flames, so this is a good spot for him. There we go. Perfect. Whew. Just okay. Very minor breach. Nothing too crazy, but it's gonna get harder. And we're gonna cut up the big guys. The big guys have a lot of meat on them. It was a good day. Yeah, we do have a biology thing over here where we can study and experiment and make mutations. And we can box. I have no idea how any of the biology stuff in this mod works, but it's pretty important. We haven't even touched Project X mod, really. Okay, it's 21 degrees outside, so we're not going to get any carbon anytime soon. So it's balloon time. Balloon time. Yeah, it's too cold. And I don't really care who does what. Military, yes. Yeah, sometimes we can actually get weapons too on these things, so that's great. We got defense bots, that's wonderful. We can give them sniper rifles to help out. No, we didn't even use the mech in that one. My bad. I built it and it just sits there. Alright, we got some cloth coming in. So we just need to kind of like keep reaching out. So local subspace sector, nobody. Okay. And if we want to hire someone now, it's 390, 360 for convict, 7 just to contract someone. Okay, yeah, the contract prices are pretty reasonable. 1 year contract. Oh, dude, there's page 2. Okay. Yeah, contract. So getting to a point where we can make some money is really where we need to be. We definitely want to get ourselves another robot. I think I'm gonna have someone. Nova actually just hit level 9 crafting. I'm gonna have her craft the AI core. Oh, look at that. She was actually almost done with it. Boom. Another robot. That's a beautiful thing right there. That's awesome. I'm gonna have her build the robot. Alright, yeah, getting another robot's gonna help. People are getting injured on expeditions. Not good. Yeah, but every robot we get is just another... It's like another big wad of cash I don't want it to spend, right? So that's gonna be amazing. Get that robot. Self-destruct. Ooh, that's a good one. So these self-destruct missions you want to get to quickly. One day. Ugh, who do I want to send? I don't know why I want to send you, Mark. He's a crafting teacher. We don't want to lose him. I didn't realize Mark was that cool. They're all really valuable. Felix is an efficient biologist. Let's send Felix. Godspeed, Felix. There we go. Robot. Alright, so now we have 2 helper bots who will do like furnace handling and all that kind of stuff. So this is great. It's going to help out substantially. And you can see we have quite a bit of scrap and ore. Not too much. We got almost 1,000 fuel. It looks like we don't need any more of them. Now I could get a farmer bot next. And the farmer bots will also do things like butcher and stuff like that. But once we get that relay, it says it will call in events from above. I think that's robots. And if we can get attacked by robots, we can get massive supplies of nanotubes and things like that. And that would be really good. So, like I said, that's going to cost 500 energy. Oof. I can't decide if I want to go... Because 3 electronics... 60... Max of 40... The thing about wind is it's always going, you know? So let's do something silly. Let's do 6 of these. Or let's do 5 of these. So I messed it up. And let's do a bunch of these. You did your best. And we're definitely going to need more power. And electronics. Okay, that's a big task right there. And I think that should be enough juice. Because we're producing 1,500 right now. Let's get this infrastructure up. This will help us with our defenses as well. But yeah, this is what you have to do. You just have to keep building up this massive infrastructure. Also, we do have force field gates. I kind of want to get a force field gate over here. Oh my god, it's so expensive. Oh, yeah, nice. Decrease improve railgun snipers by 75%. Unlock carbon armors. I want the carbon armors. Alright, well, we're poor. And we're gonna go with wood. I'm gonna do this. It's 200 wood. I just want something so they can't come in and start spitting on things over here. Give us some kind of coverage there. Alright, we're just gonna keep going on balloon rides. But yeah, this will help. That will help just keep this area a little bit more defended. We're just waiting for someone with trade to pass us by. Let's do some contacting. Local subspace. Yeah, we're all alone up here. This is a sad day for us. Now, at one point we got a technology, I believe, that should allow us to do some cool stuff. Trading console. Oh my gosh. Yes. That's what we need to build. The trading console. This is my failure. Alright, so terminals, trading console. I knew we got this. Oh my god, 3 power cells. This is really, really important though. We need this bad. And I don't know where we're going to get the power cells for all this. Looks like the iron is good. The electronics is probably the hardest thing. Do we not have enough silicone? 5 silicone. Okay. So that's a problem. Now I am growing some silicone, but that's not going to be enough. We're going to need fields of silicone. There we go. Let's up the... Yeah, let's up this. And we got a big attack coming. Like I said, the attacks are getting a lot more serious. A lot more common. All right, we're going to use the mech this time. There we go. Those fields out. I do like that they work together. Looks like we found a place with high-tech weaponry that could help us out. We could get some big guns. Old man John, you got a better weapon now? Pulse rifle. I think he's better off with a fire longbow than a pistol, to be honest. I think everybody is. They have a much better range. They'll be a little bit more useful to the party. Yeah, we don't need crossbows. Okay. We just got hit by a solar eclipse, which is kind of like what I was talking about. You get a raid coming on, then you get hit by the eclipse. Boom. We also got... And when the eclipse hit, usually you have no wind. So... This is bad. We need a lot more batteries. So we'll be empty in 3 days, 18 hours. When I turn this thing on, it will be like we'll empty in 5 hours. We have a few people idle. Makes no sense. Let's hold on a tick. Yeah, everybody has the ability to craft. Except Except for a few. Yeah, everybody should be crafting. So we're just out of iron. Oh, there we go. We're spinning. We're spinning! Yay! We're not gonna die. Well, we might die, but we're gonna die honorable deaths. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna have William get in here. No. William has the pulse. Let's get him up here. Let's get Carl. Let's get our boy Carl in here. Right, Drake. Felix. Okay. Old man John. Turn on the power switch. Mark. Grayson in there. One. And then we got the robot doing stuff in the background. All right, let's get Carl over here. Nova's back in town. Get her up here. All right, then I'll let the robots do the rest of the work. Get our guy out here in front. Okay, we did get carbon turbines, 80 power versus 40, but we don't have a lot of anything, any money. There's that 4K resolution right there, man. That looks great. Stranded Alien Dawn does look a lot better in 4K. Alright, here they come. They're coming slow. That's fine. They got a little bit of a jaunt to get here, but we're ready for them. I think people are going to start getting hungry here soon. Alright, here comes the raid. Oh my lord. Probably should have held off. We have... Oh, empty in 10 days. Alright, we're good. Yeah, we need to get the next mech so we get the rocket launchers. But he's got his little machine gun, so he's doing the Lord's work. He's basically got a little minigun on this thing. And a light show. But yeah, you can see the people with bow and arrows are really helping out. You can see, look how far their radius is. Oh, shit. Let's keep him there. Yeah, he's laying down the fire. Alright, yeah, we're doing it. So far, so good. These things are tough, though. Alright, we're in good shape. I'm gonna have him come over here and park it. We got 2 scorpions coming in, but the guns can take the scorpions. We should have enough juice, right? Yeah. Yep. Daytime now. We have so much power because we're getting ready for the big boy now. I'm gonna cancel just the one here, and we can get more up later. All right. Yeah, and these guys are no problem. Beautiful. All right. Now the trade console, like I said, is the main kicker right here. So we just need to go get more iron, and then we can make more electronics. All right, we only have 4 that we can send. And the robots are cooking now, so that's great. These robots have just been such a massive help to us. We got meteor rain. Where? Please. Oh my lord. It's beautiful. It's iron from the sky. Yeah, we needed that bad. Okay, there's only 3. We got some salvage out here still. Yeah, we should start scavenging all of this. In fact. Oh, nice. Another one over here. Yeah, so we will occasionally get those things, and that's great because, you know, each one of these is 20. So that's actually really, really good. A trade ship. Oh, Lord, thank you. We got a trade ship. Now I'm praying he has some iron. He has no iron. Oh. All he has is fuel, CPU core. I mean, he has power cells. It looks like we don't have enough money, but that's okay. I'm gonna sell all the chew root because we have enough food. We really do. I'm gonna sell all my pickles. The pickle economy is here. He doesn't want to buy any of my drugs. They're not an option, so I can't sell him drugs. And we're gonna buy 2. No, we need 3. Okay, I'm gonna sell more cotton. We need 25,000. There we go. There we go. I'll sell a bit of cotton. And I don't want to sell any of my fuel. You can have the flowers. You can have the oil. You can have all the syrup. And let's buy actually a few more power cells, because we might not get the opportunity. And now we can have our little robots help out here. All right, cool. That's going to give me what we need to get the trade this up. And then we just need some electronics. We should get the electronics from whatever expedition we are on next. Okay, go back out. And Henry, go back out. We'll just keep bringing in scrap, and we'll keep bringing in ore. We'll be in good shape. Silicone is why we can't... The silicone is actually why we can't make anything right now. So, unfortunately, there's not a whole... The critters ate all the silicone plants, I believe, a while back. That's not good. But we might get an expedition that brings us some silicone, so we'll hold out hope. And there actually might even be some rocks out here. Some silicone rocks. I'm not seeing any, but one can hope. We're running out of sticks, that's for darn sure. And these sticks aren't growing quick enough. We do have some wood. I'm kind of worried because we're using a lot of basic fuel. Yeah, we're going to have to get an electric stove. It's going to cost us some metal, but it will... Ooh, we have like a huge issue. It's really... We have, yeah, we have outside lamps that we can use. Let's get something. Not working. I need some kind of outside light. It's depressing. It's depressing out here. Okay, floodlight it is. Yeah, let's just do a floodlight right there. Call it a day. We need to get some lights out here to help their aim. Alright, I think I'm gonna X out of these for the iron. Also, the electronics. We'll get these up next. I really want to get the trade up. I want to make sure that they're focusing all their attention on electronics going into the trading console. Shit. Oh shit. Yeah, Mark's getting really lit up right now. Gonna need to help him. This thing can actually kill Mark. He has pneumonia. It's an ice wolf. We need to attack it. Okay. Oh god. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got 2 people with stunners. Just blew down our tree. Yeah, these things destroy your crops, so that's okay. This doggo is super, super vicious. He's a mutant dog. 400 HP. And a lot of organs. Old man John with his freaking fire longbow. Okay, we have another attack coming. Alright. Yeah, we gotta be careful. I'm gonna cancel all the scavenging because it's attracting the wrong types. We also have a massive raid on this side of the fence, all the way back here. These guys might not make it. They're really, really far away. We'll see. They might get stuck. I just want to get this iron, get it back to base. Here we go. Carl's out there doing the Lord's work. Oh, that's silicone. That's beautiful. Nice, we're getting silicone and ore. And that's right, Carl has a chance to get double because he just got 8. Oh my god. Yeah, he just got a lot. That's beautiful. Yeah, we depleted our food reserves just a little bit, but we have so much food and we have so much space in the freezer that it's not a big deal. And we should not be putting pharmaceuticals in here. We do not need antibiotics in our freezers. Okay. Let's pause real quick. Why are they not putting... Yeah, grains and things like that. We need to put store first on all of this. And there's no reason to store hides. Honestly, no other items. We don't need any of the other items in here. There we go. That solves all that. Put all the grain and all the food in there. We got lots of cloth now. Okay. So this cook stove needs to be deconstructed. And we need to start... Oh, nice. We can make coffee. And we just need to get all the basic recipes up here. Yeah, meat pie is a good one. Veggie pizza is not bad if we have the juice leaf. Oils and fats. I'll stay away from using too much of my oils and fats. Sweet meat bites. If we can do it, let's build. Let's cook 2 of those. All right, there we go. All right, everybody's coming to kill us now. Turn on the juice. Now the flyers are gonna hit. The bugs are gonna have to walk it. The bugs always get stuck right here, up against this. They don't know how to path. Need to get these laser guns on. There we are. Let there be light. All right. Now I'm not sure about the other animals, if they're gonna find their way. It does look like they're pathfinding correctly. Yep, they are. They're going the right direction. I don't think we, I think the lasers can handle it, and we're really good. We have 14 days of power. We just need to keep them out of the garden. I don't know. I don't think I can keep her out. Good God, man. Good God, Carl. Alright, let's get her in the machine. There we go. Fast. It's so much cooler in fast mode. You can see that machine gun go to work. Life-threatening hypothermia. Okay, William is... It's 20 degrees. I'm gonna send him inside so he doesn't die. Alright, and the big guys, they got stuck. But you gotta be careful, because they will find their way. Like, they're pathfinding correctly now. Says that we do not have enough material. Did we send this up yet? Okay, we're still loading it. Crap, the trade ship's about to leave. So that's the problem. I got greedy. There's too much resources that need to be loaded. Yeah, they're coming still. They're trying. Yeah, they're about to find their way. Oh, they got lost again. In the pathfinding, it happens. They take a bit. Oh, he's gonna wait one more day to finish the deal. Thank God. I really needed that extra day. All right, we're gonna get back to work. I think they got stuck. I don't know how much juice we have. 14 days. I'm just gonna let it leave these things on in case we get attacked. I need everyone focused on transporting right now. Okay. Emergency. Emergency. Everybody on deliver. I'll just take everybody off. I need everybody delivering. Oh, undraft. Get everyone going. Get this thing loaded. Let's get these power cells. Let's get our trade station up. Empty in 14 hours. Alright, well, Henry... I'm gonna have Henry turn off the juice. There's always the traps. The traps can always get them. So, should be okay. Alright, they're gone now. Perfect. You can see we have a lot of antibiotics. I'm gonna undo this because I think it's freaking things up. And I'm just gonna set it back down to 3. I think that will... There we go. Yeah, we just need to get it. We cannot afford to not get this up. There we go. Beautiful. And everything is back to normal. We'll just keep the syrup. Yeah, this is great. Got 3 power cells. Look at that. We just need the electronics now. And that's going to come down to silicone. And there's actually one thing we can do to get electronics, which is break down, I believe, with the cores. Nice, we have another AI core. Yeah, some of these, the CPU cores could be broken down into iron and silicone. I don't want to break down all of them, though. I want to break down some of them, so that's the problem. We may have some weapons. Yes, the laser pikes. Look at that. Oh my god, the laser pikes had power cores in them the whole time. Oh my god. Okay, we're going to break down all these dudes. Got a new attack coming. Oh, nice, we got another sniper. I'm going to give the sniper to Grayson. And I'm going to give Henry a pulse rifle. You seem to be pretty vital. All right, we have 3 power cores. I can break them down into the electronics we need. We're going to do it simply because I just want to get this trade console up. Oh my god. How many? 89 shriekers. 39 big lizard dudes. Oh lord. Oh lord. Oh god, and they're right outside. Please tell me the wind is blowing. Please tell me the wind is blowing. Oh man. Okay, so this is gonna be a fireworks show. Alright, we're doing good. Look at that. Trade is up. We got the trade console. Ask. Oh, so we can donate. Donate resources for receipts. Unlock galactic civilization technologies. So we can ask for... Oh, yeah. Scrap. Or ore. I want ore. Forever. We're gonna ask forever. Oh, man. Insufficient skill level. So, okay. Felix has the proper level. Come on, Felix. If Felix can start getting us ore, I'm gonna just set Felix to prioritize trade. He got 10. That's not bad. That's really actually not bad. It can't be Felix though, because Felix is one of the guys I send out. Okay, so Dr. Swain can do it. Let's take a gander, right? At trade. So trading, the best traders are Dr. Swain. And he's interested in it. Okay, well he's perfect. He's literally built for it. So we're gonna put everyone back to 3s on delivering. We have robots for this now. Okay. So that's all Dr. Swain is going to do. Let's heal people. He will do that. And Old Man John should definitely be on planting 1. Harvest 1. And we need to get ready, because they're literally right there. Well, it's 15 degrees outside. Everyone wait inside. Except for you, Raka. You get up on the freaking roof where it's freaking cold. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be bad. Alright, we're gonna pause real quick. Alright, you're gonna do the power switch there, Raka. I'm gonna have everybody else get into their respective points. Yeah, this is looking sharp. Okay, get the team up. Got them cooking. Send the balloons out. I mean, 10. If he can just sit there on that trade console and just, you know, spawn in 10 ore, I need to get another trade console. Because if we can get iron that way, we're in good shape. We can ask for silicone. These things are expensive, but this is what we need to do. This is the future. We're just gonna beg intergalactically. Oh dear God, have mercy on our souls. Okay, yeah, the smaller ones are a little weak. That's good. You know, I'm glad we got some real weaponry. Hold up a tick. We got enough juice. Yep, double the capacity that we need. The spitters, they're gonna come into range of spitting. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, William has life-threatening hypothermia. He's got to go inside. All right, making mincemeat. Yeah, we're doing the Lord's work here. Oh yeah, those flames are doing great. See, we're stunning them in the flames. We're just close enough that we can stun them when they come through here. Whew, except for that guy. Beautiful. Wow. That was great. Okay. Yeah, so he's just gonna... Nice, dude. So Dr. Swain's just gonna sit over here and bring in the iron ore now. And that's awesome. I mean, we're doing well with the expeditions. I'm not saying we don't do the expeditions still. But if we can get to a point where I don't have to send people on expeditions every 30 seconds, that would allow me to concentrate on some more important things, right? I don't know, like building pretty houses. But we can get some food out of this. Let's butcher these guys and get their meat. And we can make some good stews. And the robots will help with the butchering, so that's great. Alright, so we got 366. It looks like silicone's the main thing holding us back right now, actually. In a funny sense. So, oh, we have another mech core. Yeah. And we need to revamp this. We should always have 2 mech cores so we can build the cool mech. That requires power cells. That's okay. We'll make power cells here. Now that we have our professional bagger, yeah, we're golden. So if we donate resources, we can get more technology. So we get trade receipts. Interesting. And with trade receipts, I don't know how that works over here. Money supplied. Okay, so the background gets... Okay, so we got to research their backgrounds. Not telling me what I need. Some of it's money. Mech core printing. Okay. Okay, here we go. Official trading. Ah, I see. So, not only do we need a signal relay, we also need these receipts. Oh my god. It's gonna take a bit for us to get some of this stuff. And not all of it requires receipts. That's interesting. Okay. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But this is great, being able to just get ores coming in. And I am being a silly person, because we can also ask for silicone. And we should do that. We should ask until we have 100 silicone, and then forever ask for ore. Okay, so we have 325. We have enough silicone. Cool. Did we just get a harvest? We did. Okay, cool. We're going to do that, though. That way we never run out of silicone, which means with just Dr. Swain here, we can get going. Which is why I'm thinking in my head, like, we need 2 of these, right? We need 2 people doing this. So we're going to get another one of these up. How much energy do these things cost? 45? That's not bad. I'm just saying, like, we could forgo the balloon journeys. I mean, the balloons are good. We should continue to do the balloons. You get CPU cores and things like that, because those are... that's a good return. But there we go. We're on the up and up now. The robots are doing a great job. Our defenses are lacking, though. I think we're going to get machine guns up next in the front. Yeah, the machine guns can start laying down the law. That or more lasers. First aid kits. Okay. I mean, I'm also tempted to get a missile launcher. If I put the missile launcher back here, I can start bombing. What I'm noticing, though, is that we're not getting... I don't know if the rocket launcher is going to do enough damage. The rocket launcher does a lot of damage to a lot of small targets. It could just make things worse for me. Battle drones kind of suck. Battle bots are cool because you can give them, you know, snipers. Drones, though, they don't... these things take carbon. And a combat mech would be just exceptionally cool. And I'm going to get that set up so that we start getting that filled in. We definitely need to get a combat mech. And the flat cannon's unnecessary because we're not getting mobbed. Neurotoxin turret. Oh my. That's what we need. That's what we need. I didn't know we had that. Yeah, neurotoxin. And as you can see, yeah, we're getting attacked over and over now. They're a little far away. They got to cross a couple canyons to get to us. Yeah, they got to cross quite a bit away. Why do we have 363 bug meat that's about to evaporate into nothingness? That, to me, it's too late. It's already gone. Yeah, oh, our freezers are full. Okay. Well, let's let's start preparing for the future here. Let's get 2 more of those freezers up. We'll get that bug meat back right now. We don't have enough fuel. This is the problem, is I only have 1 electric smelter. Okay. These things are expensive. That's why I don't like using them. I'm gonna get one more smelter. Yeah, that will help out with the iron production. Alright, yeah, this is great. Look how much... I mean, we're bringing in the ore now. This is wonderful. So 10 scrap becomes 10 metal alloy, and 10 ore becomes 10 metal alloy. So maybe instead of ore, I probably should just be asking for scrap, because it serves the dual purpose, right? Yeah. It doesn't make sense to ask for ore. Let's just ask for scrap metal. We need it, so. Alright, let's turn on that light show. Let's see, what do we got going on here? 1432. Okay. Production. Okay, we're good. Yeah, the one thing I always wish they would have put in this game is to, like, remember, like, positioning. Like, if I hit everyone go to positions, like, they would just remember. Kind of a pain in the ass putting everyone in position. That's why I get to a point where I throw everyone on, like, a tower behind it. Up top. Like, I might even do that. Like, we might build a tower platform back here. And just have everyone sit in the back with snipers. An easy way to do things. Alright, laser show on. And they are, oof, they are coming. That is a lot of bug food. Oh, whoa, they're fast critters. Those are some of the fastest critters I've ever seen. Go. Yeah, they're gonna get through the defenses potentially if they can run fast enough. And let's slow down a little bit. You can see they're also pretty beefy. They're taking massive amounts of damage. Well, the bad thing is they just set off all the traps, which means all these spitters. That's the problem here. All the spitters can walk through now. Which to me says we need to put traps out right here in front. Shit. Yeah, we do not want our robots to get hurt. Let's garrison everybody. They're expensive to repair. They're very expensive to repair. Alright. Here we go. Yeah! Take it, bug! Okay, yeah, we got these guys and they got nothing. Those beetles, though, they had such a crazy shell. Beautiful. That was, again, very poetic. Turn that off. And let's go get ourselves some bug meat. We got a lot of bug meat now. Gotta get that protein. Alright, we got 5 new balloon rides going out. Hopefully we'll get some good stuff. There we go, though. Yeah, things are great. Yeah, we'll just trade for scrap. And we'll do that with both these guys. If we get 2 dudes pulling in scrap every once in a while, I mean, it's not a whole lot, right? Mind you. It really isn't a whole lot. But it's pretty cool that we can ask for certain materials that we don't have. We can even ask for food. We get 1, though. Stone wouldn't be a bad one. Wood wouldn't be a bad one. We're completely out of sticks right now. So let's come over here and clear cut the sticks. Once we get our big old bush of sticks over here up, we should be good. But we do need to cut down on these guys. I'm going to decommission 2 of them. We need to start using less stick fuel. Oh, look at that. Okay, we'll get a pole over here. We got the neurotoxin turret now. Switch it to 12 along with the rest of these gents. Get some more traps up. I'm actually going to reduce this field. We need to start putting more traps out here. And so that means we need to find a new place to grow these guys. Okay. Yeah, we're going to put traps out in this whole thing. There we go. Meat and organs. Oh, dude, these guys have no meat left on them. It's pointless. It's pointless. They have 1 meat. Oh my god. Yeah, they were just out there for too long. Okay. So we're making a lot of great strides. So essentially it's just going to be kind of... I'm going to have them run. It's going to be kind of like background running, right? We're in that next bulk up stage. So I strongly feel that these neurotoxins are going to be really, really important to surviving here. As you can see, the enemies are getting stronger and stronger. We're going to get more of these up. And we're getting hit over and over and over. So, I mean, I'll take the bug meat, but I don't know why he sleeps outside. This is a problem when you give him the survival kits, is they do weird things with it. Let's give him earbuds. Everyone should have earbuds too. I totally spaced on giving the 2 new dudes earbuds. And I think some people are coming low. Earbuds. We better make sure that we have those being produced in tools, because I think we took them off. Here we go. Make sure we always have those going. But yeah, with the robots now, everyone's eating meals, and that's helping with happiness. Everyone's really, really happy. We're ready for our next trade. We should get some sticks here in a second. I'm gonna cancel this. I don't want anyone outside. Okay. Yeah. We may actually have some sticks back here that we can get to. Yeah, that won't jeopardize us. Alright, we got some sticks. That's all that matters. No, I still like to do fuel, because I mean these things are really pricey. It's like 100 energy for those 3. And that's a lot. Right? We're producing 1400. That's like 10% of our entire or it's a little bit less than that. But they're still really pricey. Alright, and we're overproducing energy, which is actually kind of like the best place to be. Nice, we got multiple neurotoxin turrets that could shoot down the line. And I think we're at a point now where I need to start like telling people they can't go outside and doing the home base, so that I don't and getting motion censored weapons too. That way when these enemies come, we don't have to keep doing all this stuff. I hate motion sensors though, because if they get destroyed, they don't set off. And here they come. The flood. Yeah. Just a flood. Alright, the lasers are working. Now you can see these guys have massively tough shells. They're huge too. Pause it real quick and look at these dudes. Yeah, these are evolved super dudes. Okay, look at that. The neurotoxins. Nice, dude. They're hitting right in there. Those things are eating them up. What I like lasers though is they just focus fire and they quickly dispatch the enemy. Machine guns are pretty decent though, but they just don't have good range. But I figure anything that gets in here, if we can get these toxins into them, it's gonna help kill them much faster. Alright, yeah, these big dudes, they're just, the lasers are eviscerating them. Alright, we're in good shape. I feel like our defenses are holding. This is how confident. Drake's just out there. He's just getting some firewood. You're a little cocky there, Drake. It's still dangerous. Okay. Now the most important thing to do is to get the bug meat, because these things have 40. Yeah, there we go. Get the meat. Yeah, you can see we got lots of food. We got lots of pickled foods. Got lots of everything. We're continuing to bring in scrap, so that's good. We're completely out of iron, which is really bad, because if anything gets damaged, can't repair it. So I do need to kind of like let them catch up, get some breath, which also means that I need to be going out and getting as much scrap as possible. But I am stoked about the prospect of having multiple of those trade hubs up. I think that this will help us, and I think it's a good use of his time, because he's out there maybe bringing 20-30 scrap a day. And, you know, it's 20-30 iron a day. So, if I could get 4 of those going, that's what I mean. It's like, if I could just get a bunch of these trade hubs posted, I could start printing iron, and then we could do a lot more. Granted, there's probably better things they could be doing with their time. Yeah, we're going to get rid of this laser pike and get the power cell off of it. Alright, yeah. I'm going to open up the laser pistols, laser pikes. Get everything off of them I can. Make sure everyone has a hat, at least, right? Yeah, you can get a hat, baseball caps. Also make sure you get earplugs. Alright, there we go, getting up all the new traps. This will just help if anyone gets through. Stop them before they can start hitting stuff. I don't think we need this other turret. I think 2 of these is probably more than enough. We're barely using them. There we go. We got some sticks. Okay, things are looking up for us. We just need to start stockpiling some basic materials. And oh yeah, look at that. All right. So the same thing. We're gonna ask for scrap forever. And I need to get somebody on here. Carl. The thing is Carl wants to do this, so I'm gonna let him. You're no longer a miner, Carl. You're a trader. You do trade. And I'm going to let anybody who wants to try trading do it as well. I'm wondering as their skill gets higher if they can do it faster. Because that would be amazing. We have quite a bit of silicone. Okay, so this is cool. Because now we have multiple people doing this. And yeah, I'm going to get another one up. I'm going to get another trading console up because if I can just get 3 of them back here doing this all day, it's going to be huge. It's not that I can't get better deals from the balloons. It's about that consistency. You don't always get scrap. You don't always get anything sometimes, but you do typically get weapons and things you can break down. Like the laser pikes are great, right? But it has a cost. It costs time and them being out. Like at least I can defend my base. Like I could have all 10 people on these trading consoles, and if I get attacked, I can then take them off and put them into a defensive position. Whereas if I have 10 people out on balloons, I cannot do that. So it's kind of like having your cake and eating it too. You just get a little less cake though. Oh, we have enough for the VR set. That's cool. I think we're gonna get this VR room up right here. Yeah, because I have 10 nanos. That's like the perfect thing to get up. That will help everybody cheer up a little bit. There we go, CPU cores. Very cool. Yeah, I'm very excited. I mean, like, this is a good setup. There we go, we got VR now. That's awesome. Nice, even old John is helping out. Yeah, so anyone who has any free time will come over here and start trading. I figure we'll probably get a few of these up. Like, maybe 6. Because if we can have 6 people doing 60... you know, scrap every 8 hours or so, that would really help. And we can always build more robots to offset them not working. Yeah, there's a lot of people idle right now, so that's interesting. Guess it's balloon time. Okay, so we're gonna have ourselves a great leap forward, but you can kind of see the projection that's gonna happen here is we're just gonna focus on building these things up and seeing where we can go with everything. And, you know, oh, wait. Oh, we got a new toy. Yeah, we're going to get attacked here soon. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of bugs. That's a lot of bugs. But we have this guy now, and look at the range on him. Okay, yeah. Getting these mechs up it's pretty darn important. I'm gonna slow down, but like, look at the detail on that. Isn't that cool? You can see in there. You can see him all crouched over. You can see his hands. Yeah. Yeah. Henry's cool though. Henry's he's got cybernetic hands, as you can see. He's a robotic dude. I mean, he's a human, but he's basically a cyborg. All right, Jack. Let's get him in the small one. All right. There we go. Okay, so now we got ourselves 2 mechs, a lot of laser guns. So when they hit, I don't need all my people in towers anymore. We also have a rocket launcher on Henry over here. He can leap pretty darn far too. We got grain. We got a lot of crops to harvest. This is gonna be a little tricky. I'm gonna probably have to put everybody into defensive position. Nice, scrap and grain. And Dr. Swan is hard at work. And it is another cool thing, the robots will repair things too. Life-threatening hypothermia. Why you gotta be like that, William? Why you gotta be outside in 13-degree weather trying to kill yourself? Get inside, boy. Jeez Louise. Alright, here's the barrage. Look at the barrage range, too. We can shoot from all the way back here. Alright, we're going to draft Keep everybody here. Let's get the power switch on. Pause real quick. All right, Henry. All right, here comes air. Yeah, we got a big old machine gun now. All right, we got to be careful too. As you can see, the bugs come over here and they get out of range. So we'll send our small dude over here. And here come the bugs. So we're gonna unleash hellfire. Okay, he's got some gasoline for us. Let's unleash the law. There we go. Yeah, see, they don't take a whole bunch. They take a little bit of damage, but they don't take a whole bunch from explosives. All right, we need to protect our balloons. I'm gonna send these 3 dudes back here as well. There's just a lot of enemies back there. And then we'll watch the show up here. Let's speed this up a bit. Yeah, the neurotoxins are getting off. Oh, this guy's not on. Okay. We don't have a pole close enough. Go put that over there. Yeah, so the neurotoxins are working. We just shot that big old creature. All right. Oh, they got stunned somehow. That's interesting. Oh, from the concussive rounds. All right, well, let's go finish him off. Oh, yeah, look at that. He just wiped him. That's beautiful. I love this thing. So powerful. Okay. Good. All right, yeah. These are good additions to our defenses, as you can see. A little bit more flexibility, a little bit more firepower. And so soon we will have a good stockpile. Look at them go. They're getting to work. Our power is great. This is wonderful. I'm feeling like, compared to my last run, ugh, there's just too many directions. I had to pick something that I could actually do, because this is really hard. These enemies, as you can see, can take so many hits. And it's much easier just to, you know, barricade yourself in a corner and try to survive. But look at all that we've accomplished. So I'll see you in 5 seconds when we are going forward right now. So a lot has happened. Oh my gosh, a lot has happened. I got the second story up. We're replicating a mass amount of synth clothing. I'm decking everyone out in synthetic vests, which gives them heat and cold tolerances, which is perfect for the desert, because the desert varies to very cold and very hot in the extremes. And so we got a whole little upper area, pretty expensive to get up. Got some chairs, got a dartboard, get some, you know, musical bongos, hand pans, and a little bit additional storage. Now we're stockpiling a bunch. I have 3 trade stations up. We're printing electronics in the 3D printer. We're going out. Iron is like, I'd probably be like 20 hours ahead of myself right now if it weren't for the iron. I did go and destroy one of the insect nests, which took forever to get the 500 carbon nanotubes. We got Laura and we got Mark. So 2 new additions to the team. It's pretty hard to get people and becomes, you know, exponentially a little bit more expensive. I actually got Laura for free, just ringing a phone on one of the colony ships going ahead. We need 4 more electronics and we'll get the signal relay, which is completely holding us back. We probably would have died without this large combat mech. The power went off during a raid, and we got hit with the solar flare. Kind of a perfect storm. We don't have enough power for our needs currently, so we're kind of screwed. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is get this thing up and then turn it on and off, right? So when we're raided, we're going to need to come over here and turn this thing off. I may get a power switch. I don't, and then just, like, put the power switch over here somewhere. So yeah, we got an extreme heat wave, we got a dust storm. We got it going on, right? Things are happening to us. And we're getting very, very close. I am 1 electronic part away from getting the signal relay up, which will allow us to start doing proper research. Now, like I said, once we get proper research, I think I can get things a little easier. I have to come over here. So we unfortunately don't have government secrets, and we don't have any organs right now. Don't care about that, but throttled selling will allow us to sell more. and potentially buy more. I got lucky, and we were able to purchase like 500 iron from someone flying overhead. And that was cool. But yeah, things like the galactic furnace, it's going to require some coins. All this stuff will help us out. Nice. We got ourselves another thing. But yeah, the backgrounds, I actually had to find these. So these aren't easy to get. Excavator drop is good. Lots of iron. That's what I would really, really like. So I'm hoping once I get this relay up that we'll have a little bit more options. And there we are. Beautiful. And this is, like I said, going to cause issues. We're going to need to focus. It's going to take like 500 power. Now the problem with all this is that I need my full battery bay for when we get attacked, because it only goes for so long, maybe 9 or 10 hours. And if we don't have a full charge, we're getting hit with a lot of random events because of the Chaos Moon. It's actually been really, really difficult. Not the raids itself, but just the operational management, making sure that we're prepared for everything. And so far, I mean, I've staved off, you know, complete annihilation because I'm managing those resources. And here we go. See what we got going on. Here's the freaking massive relay. Boom. Oh yeah, that is magical. Consuming 500 energy, but let's come over here. Let's pause. Let's see what research we now have access to. All of it. Okay, now we can get black market introductions. That's a 7-day one. Okay. Throttled selling. So here we just don't have the coins. Galactic research desk. We do have the trade receipts. I bought some of them. Cheaper electronics. We can now sell our resources dedicated Galacticon factories and get rather than make one power cell, we can ship some of the resources we would need and then have them make 3 and send us back one of them. I have no idea what that means. But we're going to get all of this. We're going to start going down the line. So this is great. And hopefully we can start getting a little bit more. Now that we can start, I think what we need to do is just start getting a lot more power. Now eventually I'll get Project X power, but we're gonna need a lot of carbon nanotubes. And I can make the carbon nanotubes, but I need a lot of iron. Okay, we're about to get hit. And so far I have no robots are attacking us. And the animals are evolving into ridiculous tiers. Bomber, death flies. Yes, okay. So yes, it's been pretty easy to fend off the enemies simply because I do have a lot of weapons. So let's see, what are we at right now? We're at a full charge, so I don't need to worry about anything. That's good. Getting a few more wind turbines up to help out. Power is good. I need to let them all research. We need to start. I'm really excited about throttled selling. So yeah, it's the signal relay. Okay, this is interesting. So yeah, we have the ability to donate. We have the ability to ask at our trade stations. Let's see. We'll see what we get. All right, power. Oof, we're gonna empty in 6 days. Okay. All right, let's just get someone in the mech right now. Get 2 someones in the mechs right now. The mechs are pretty much where it's at. Those flyers are the main target right now. Yep, here they come. We're gonna turn on the juice. We're gonna draft everyone and get them into a circle. I found making sure that no one is, you know, off in a weird spot is beneficial. I'm gonna move him over a little bit because they like to come in and dive bomb my energy structures. Here we go. Destroyed structure. All right, we got a fence or 2. Here come the big boys. Let's get them all in over here. There we go. Yeah, look how tough these guys are. They're taking a lot of hits. Yeah, these guys, the neurotoxin turrets are really helping out too. You gotta love them. Yeah, I do really like having these machines though. You can basically just keep one guy in the machine with the lasers on. You're good to go again. William needs to get the hell out of there. There we go. That's beautiful. Alright. Easy peasy. Now we need to turn off this thing before it's too late. Okay, cool. Yeah, but the like managing, we're really lucky right now. The wind is blowing at full speed, so that's great. When the wind is not blowing, we are very, very bad. Very bad shape. And I'm not gonna go on expeditions for a bit. I wanna really get some of this new technology, because I think it's gonna help. So there's throttled selling. We'll need to get some coins here soon. Alright. And there's less technology now. I kind of like the other Project X mod a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it was a little bit more... the progression was a lot cleaner. So, yeah, once I get that up, Hacker's Terminal, Repair Bay. There's so many cool things, but you can see that it's all going to take a lot of carbon nanotubes. So this has the potential to call in enemies from above. That's what it says. And I'm honestly hoping it does, because if it calls in robots, I can break those robots down for so much iron, and I need that iron. And nanotubes that they have crossbows. So I'm really hoping we get some robot attacks. Or even people. I don't care, just weapons. I can break down weapons. Anything that I can break down is good for me. That's all I can say. Alright, look at that. 14 electronics, 28 CPU cores. Okay, so still we only have so many supply drops. Now I can call this down, but I don't want to right now, because the resources kind of suck. And here we go. We got some stuff going on in the subspace. Nope. Still the same people. We're still waiting for more people to come in. So far, so good. You know, I got a window. We got one window now. We're moving on up in the world. Look at Drake go. He's a researching man. I'm gonna wake these people up. I want to finish some of this research. There we go. We got the new research. Cheaper electronics. That's a good one. There we go. Black market organs. Yeah, black market introductions should be pretty good for us. Okay, so we're gonna destroy this, and we're gonna get ourselves up an Atlantic research station. Alright, look at that. Boom. Oh yeah, that's fast. Look at that baby go. Everything's purring. It's gonna help us out tremendously. 24 power. It's a bit. Alright, so we got this. Require a trade tab at the trading console. So let's go over here now. Open market. Organs for basic components. Wow. We can start packaging organs for... Oh my god. And coins? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, this changes everything. We need to start boxing up organs. So that can be done at the biology station. So boxing. Big box of organs. Nanotube box of organs. Box of organs. Okay. Ingredients are... Okay. Bio box. Okay. And we need quite a bit for this. So let's see. So the nanotube one, each of these makes a box of organs, right? Power cells, metal alloy, very few. individuals. This requires carbon nanos. This requires like very specific organs. I think the nanotube box of organs realistically is probably the best thing for us to do. We're crafting nanos from the irons. So we could turn like a little bit of iron into nanotubes and then thus change it into the open market, getting organs for basic components. So 10 of these will equate to the fabricator matrices, which we really need. We need those bad. 10 power cells, 40 electronics, 10 CPUs. We need iron though too. The coin thing right there, that's really good. That's one box for 100,000. More people could actually, like, food is not an object, like an issue. It's not something we have to solve for. We have more than we need, so money, more people, more crafting, more balloons. That's very cool. Yeah, but the organs for basic components, though, it's a good chunk, but it's, in my opinion, not enough. Because it's like, alright, we just need individual organs, which we have tons of. You know, we got organs right here. Individual organs, yeah, we got 7 of them. Tons of them. Okay. So, how much is it going to cost me to do this? 2. Okay, so 10. So 20 carbon. So basically 20 carbon nanotubes. And a bunch of organs, which I already have. And 20 carbon is just 20 iron and 20 fuel. That's a really good trade-off. That's a really good trade, especially because we're pulling in iron. So what I need to do now is dedicate someone solely to biological activities. Okay, and that's Dr. Swan. So he's going to have to switch from what he was doing to be a biologist first. There we go. Okay, so he's going to make those things, and we're making tubes. And so as long as I have iron, I mean, I have fuel at the wazoo. We have a way of producing electronics. This is pretty cool. And if one of these is 100,000 coins, that's a big deal. Okay, I think we're on easy street now. Check out our power situation. Power's not bad. I would like to start crafting some of the carbon wind turbines now that we're producing the nanos. See, we're going strong. Let's put that back up now. Alright, so now we're gonna print tubes until we have, I'm gonna say 30. I don't want to have too many tubes, but I want to have enough. Look at us go, man. This is great. I feel like we're also going to need some storage for the organs. Cold storage. Yes. Pretty sure that this is a mini fridge. Okay, so we already have the mini fridge. No food. No beverages. Android food. Other. Okay, this isn't proper. Crafting. I wonder if the box of organs is just an indefinite thing. Alright, yeah, more bugs. And we went through all the tech, so let's check out technology now. Galactic animal taming. Ooh, galactic fabricator. We just need the money. Oh, I bet you this galactic fabricator can make iron. I bet you it can do all types of stuff. I bet you it's magical. So we desperately just need money. More so than the box. Black organ market. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We have a trade ship that I totally spaced on. So, okay, how much money does he have? 547,000. So we just need to trade. All right, get rid of all the ooze. Crystals are not worth too much. Fuel has always been a good one. We just have too much of it. Synthetic textiles is also another trade item. That's why I'm growing them. Let's see. I don't want it to take forever. Okay. Give them a bunch of synthetics. Give them... I mean, we still have like 1,000 fuel. Silicone. Not a bad one. We have way too much of that. The crystals, I think, are awesome to sell. Okay, that's 159,000. And we currently really, really want to get the Galactic Fabricator, which is 340,000. I think what we're going to do is with our first organ box, which we have right here, go to the open market. Oh my god. Okay, organs for basic weapons. 2 boxes. Gets us a lot of weapons. Galactic weapons. Oh boy. 10 boxes, it looks like up top. Basic components is 10. Armor is 15. Okay. We're gonna do this 5 times. Let's just get 500,000 coins that way. That's a much better way of getting money. And now we have a reason to start harvesting organs. This is great. So we're bringing in scrap. Like, we're doing everything that we need to do. Oh my dear god. The raids are gonna start getting harder. I really wish they would stop sleeping outside. It's these damn survival kits, dude. Alright, let's get everybody inside. Okay, there's our money. Now that we have money, pause. We can start doing research. So, I think the first thing we want to do, the Galactic refines. I think we can turn grain into iron with one of these. I cannot recall. So we're gonna do both of them because we can. They're cheap enough. And we're gonna do these first. Oh man, this is great. Yeah, I feel like we're about to get to that point. We're about to get to that point in the game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure grain can be turned into some crazy stuff. This raid, however, is going to very much test the defenses. I did put some explosives. They're expensive to place, but you can continuously rearm them, so they're very much worth it. So anyone coming in is going to get popped. I have to put a bunch of traps out here. Again, we're struggling with a lot of iron. But look at that, we're building up our reserves. Very happy about that. We got extreme heat right now, so I want everyone downstairs in the nice cooled area. Okay, it's time to fight. Turn on the power. Gonna get in our drones, or mechs, I should say. Unpowered devices 12. Oh dear God. We have no power. Okay. Well, this is what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about. And this is why I should have multiple mechs. We are not going to get the power on in time. I don't know what's going on. It's the wind just stopped. Our production is not good. Consumption is very high. We got to turn this thing off. And I have Henry go turn it off. And we're probably going to have to use our rocket launchers. Let's do it. Rockets away. We got to damage them as much as possible. This is going to be ruthless. Okay, we got some power. It's going to phase on and off, but every time it comes on, we're going to kill something. Oh my god. Alright, there we go. This is deadly. Alright, let's go to ×2 mode. Oh no, sir. Oh no. Okay, pause. And let's try to hit these guys in the core. There we go. Barely dented them. But sometimes you can get lucky and it will knock them out. Okay, there we go. Got the lasers on. Whew, not good. Not good. Laura, get up. Who do we have up here? Raka has no gun. What a jerk. Parlin. Take it a longbow, my friend. We'll just have to keep shooting rockets into this, even if it means blowing up our stuff. Oh god, here they come. Alright, you gotta leap out of this stuff. They're chewing us up. Shit, they got him. They got him. They broke it. Alright, so we gotta get up top. Okay, this is nasty. This is a nasty raid. We had not enough power. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, we would be fine if our lasers were on right now. Alright, let's get everybody up. The lasers are on. Carl is host. And I really hate when it does this. Mech. Move, move, move. Alright, that was vicious. Absolutely vicious. The fact that no one has rescued Carl yet, or healed Carl, is very depressing. Dr. Swan, please come get Laura. Alright, so people are getting healed. That was really close, though, on a few of these guys. Laura, okay, yeah, we're good. They got really messed up. Really messed up. We had to turn some stuff off, so our power issue almost just killed us. They like eradicated a 200 iron is so much too. They just eradicated so much. They pulled out all my back row lasers. We may not recover from this. All right, I'm gonna request the supply crate simply because I have nothing better to do with it, and I want the electronics. We also need the organs and the meat. Oh, man, we don't have enough brick either. Alright, we got the galactic furnace. Wait, what the heck? We turned it off and we're still able to research? Well, I feel dumb. Okay, cool. I'll take it. Galactic power, okay. Box of organs 100. Oh my lord. Alright, well there's that. I mean, oh, hungry pest. Yeah, they're gonna devour everything. That's okay. We have enough food for a year. We don't even need that stuff outside. Okay, so the furnace is the refinery. Refine other resources. This is what we want, is this refinery. This thing, I think, can turn grain into iron. And if we can turn grain into iron, our problems are all solved. So this is priority. I'm gonna hold off on repairing this thing. I'm gonna hold off on, I don't know. This is bad. I need to make this thing over here the priority, and we just don't have the material for it. Alright, we're going on expeditions for iron. Okay, we're gonna do something crazy. We're gonna disassemble the carbon nanotubes and try to build the galactic refinery with them. There it is. Because if we can get the, oh yes, if I can get this stupid thing up, it'd solve every one of our problems overnight. All right, moment of truth. Okay, 100 grain for 50 fuel. hay to cloth, manure to fuel, insect meat to synthetics. Okay, it doesn't do anything that I need it to do. Grain to fuel is good. All this is great. All this is great. The fuel thing actually is really, really good. However, with that said, I'm very sad now. It's the fabricator. It's the galactic fabricator. That's what we need. Okay. Well, we get the fabricator matrices and the carbon nanotubes. All right. Well, this is unfortunately just taking way too long. I'll just be honest. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get all this. Like, I technically made it. Except for getting my ass kicked. Well, we'll get the iron. We'll send people on expeditions. I got another ride right here. We got enough people with weapons that if I line them up correctly, we'll be in good shape. But Project X mod is really good, the revamped one. I do think though that it adds way too much time to it and to doing everything. And the inability to get iron is just really making this hard. It would be much easier against robots. If the robots were attacking, I would just have an unlimited supply of everything. This was a fun run. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you followed along this far, this is where I am going to end the movie in the series. This is a pretty insane build. And I thank you guys so much. Special shout out to my patrons and members. Everyone have a good rest of your day.